Matlab, you know the subject. It's that way. Very positive. He said, why you are wasting your 3 years? And that is still missing today's current generation.
Some random thing. He'll ask for a laundry sink. जो कोई नहीं यूज करता है. He'll call one day that laundry sink. बोला सर ये कौन पूछता है? इंडिया में कौन यूज करता है?
Then he used to say that Divvyakant by society don't want to keep the meeting in the society office. They are keeping meeting in my house.
Luxe Services presents KYAD. Know your architect/designer.
Welcome back again to another episode of KYAD, Know Your Architect/Designer. This is your host Zaid Khan. Of course, you know me already from the previous episodes. If you don't know me yet, please go back and check out our previous episodes. Also, we would like to ask you to please subscribe to us because that's one thing that we are missing out on. A lot of people are viewing our podcast, but no one is subscribing. Please subscribe and please like us. And also, keep following us on Instagram and other social media, platforms as well. Today I have with me Varun sir, who's been there with us, I think, for quite a while now, and we have seen him already on the previous episodes. An important day for us. Again, we have one of our renowned interior designer, Mr. Divvyakant Mistry, who is on the couch with us today. He's the principal of DMA, which is Divvyakant Mistry Associates. Holds an experience of roughly about 30 years in the industry. I will hand it over to him and ask a simple question. How are you, Divvyakant sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you, Zaid.
Perfect. How are you feeling today, sir? How's the day treating you?
A little excited.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased to see the place and the surrounding and the setup and everything.
Thank
so
you.
Good to see.
Thank you, sir. Divvyakant sir, I've just introduced you over the podcast where I'm speaking about your 30 years of experience. Want to understand, not these 30 years, but before this, how were you as a child?
Okay.
Where were your schooling done? You're a sober boy.
Yeah, actually. See, the schooling everything is done in South Mumbai only.
Okay.
Before entering into the journey of interior design, my journey has started at the age of 7 or 6 maybe. I don't recollect exactly, the 6 or 7 year old when I was there. Before that 6 or 7 years journey, when we are small, everybody, our parents or the uncles or auntie, they always ask what you want to become when you grow up.
Correct.
Somebody said, "Tu engineer banna."
Okay.
I said, no, I don't want to become an engineer. The reason was very funny. I didn't say the reason to them, but that time I was feeling that engineer means those who drive the train. So I said, I don't want to be a motorman kind of a thing. That is not my way of looking at that age.
Okay.
Nothing was there in the mind actually that what I want to be. As 5 years old guy, a kid cannot think also. But then that time the engineer word came, so I said engine means engineer. Those who drive the engines, that means engineers. I said I don't want to be an engineer. That was a very simple answer. Then at the age of 7 or something, my family background is into contracting, interiors and everything.
Okay.
My grandfather was into the building projects and contracting. My father, my uncle, they were also into the contracting and finishing interior. So one day, my uncle, he was working with some very known architect, and he said that my architect can visualize the place with open eyes.
Okay.
I was 7 year old. I was a little shocked. I asked my uncle that my eyes are also open. I cannot say I see you here. How can he see that? The thing which is not there. That was a simple line he said, and that was only one time he said that he can visualize the place.
Okay.
That line has changed my perception.
Okay.
And I started thinking that how one person can visualize the place.
Okay.
So from there I started learning how to visualize. Nobody teach me that, beta, you visualize this way, you do this. I was asking myself so many years before entering into this that how person can visualize. At certain point of time, at certain age, I realized that, okay, this is how we visualize the things like that.
Correct.
So that time the journey started with a single line that I visualize the place.
Important.
Then in the schooling time only, my father used to get the A0 size, big size blueprints of the drawings of the sides and other thing. I was little curious, to see how, because the drawing size was bigger than my size. So I was more curious that this is so big drawing, and how one person must be making those things and so many things. I was not understanding anything in that.
Correct.
Always in the vacation or whenever the drawings comes to the home, I used to open the thing and just try to see, figure it out what I can. I never used to ask my father, what is this, what is that, what is this. I used to figure out myself that at least let me understand what I can. Then I used to ask, what is this? He was explaining sometimes, okay, he used to explain, this is this. So that thing came into me within that period of time. When I was in college, when I entered the college, then the college life, I have started with the commerce college. I have joined the commerce college because I want to do the business also. It's not that only the design and everything. So the commerce, when I entered in the college, first year and second year, we enjoyed as a commerce. I was in HR college. The life was good, the surrounding was good, everything was the best college in the South Mumbai. Third year, when the first year of college, commerce graduation started, that was pre-decided. I will join interior design as a college, and I will do the proper course of 3 years, government diploma, and then I'll do the thing. I had applied in Rachna Sansad, which is one of the best college.
Agreed.
Okay. They said you need this criteria, this drawing certificates and other thing, which I missed out and I was not knowing only.
Okay.
So this is needed.
Okay.
So I was dropped out. So third year gone, fourth year gone, and I started preparing for those certificates now.
Okay.
So then the fifth year came. Then I said the certificate was ready. I was passed out, everything. Then I don't want to drop that fifth year. I said, let me finish my commerce.
Okay.
I'll understand the business and everything. Then I'll join.
Correct.
So that by the time I had grown up enough to understand the design and everything. So that was one way. Then I applied in Rachna Sansad. That was the last option which I had, and I was literally keeping the finger crossed that if I don't get the admission this time, then I'll have to join my father as into contracting, and that I don't wanted to do because I wanted to be a designer.
Correct.
Actually, I wanted to be an architect, but then somehow then I started liking the interiors and everything.
Okay.
So the result came for the admission, like we see in the movie. From the first page, we start seeing the thing. Tap, 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 tap. I literally started crying while the last page came. I swear, these are the original word what I'm saying. My name was second last or third last. Third last that you are admitted in the college. I was literally crying because that entire effort has been taken by me and in Rachna, for the Rachna. And by the time I got the admission in Raheja also.
Okay.
But then I wanted to be a part of Rachna SID. And that day I decided that अभी यहाँ से मैं second last निकला हूँ ना, तो at least मैं second बन के निकलूँ मैं.
Nice.
I'll be second in the college or maybe first in the college.
Nice.
And those 3 years, I was every year almost first or second,
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
including the portfolio. So portfolio also was like, there are many students, they work one project, which is the best to the heart. And rest are okay. I used to work for each and every project project that has been given by the class in charge. And I used to give the portfolio to the sir.
Correct.
This is the portfolio. You decide which you want to put it for the exhibition.
Yeah.
Because they give the chance, and the class teacher used to say, class in charge, Divvyakant, सबको chance देना पड़ेगा. तू तेरा सब best करके लेके आया तो what? I said, sir, you decide.
I've heard the same thing from Sunil Sadekar, sir, about you.
अच्छा.
So I know this, yes. Please elaborate, yes.
So I said, okay, sir, whatever you decide, I am okay with. It is like, सबको chance मिलना ही चाहिए. This is like what effort I am doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is what I am. And I feel like not giving up at any point of time. In the third year of college when I was there, that time, the first time the inter-college competition started in the interior industry.
Okay.
Started by Rachna SID only. And the class in charge said that it was a group effort of 4 or 5 students. The class in charge said that, Divvyakant, you also take the part.
Okay.
I said, okay, we'll. And I said, sir, मेरा जो college का जो submissions and other things are also there. So I need to be more focused.
Okay.
Sir, you do that also and do this also.
Okay.
I said, okay, do. Done. The day of the submission, I was having fever of 103.
Okay.
And rest were taking rest. And I said, मुझे submit करना है. The date cannot be extended. So at the 103 fever also, I have worked full night and evening में मैंने submit किया वो. So it is like, anything you gain or you reach, it's without the pain is not possible.
Agreed.
That is what I feel. और मैं 3 साल कॉलेज में I used to take गाली from everybody in the class, all classmates. The sir used to give the project, okay, ये 15 दिन में पूरा करना है या 1 महीने में complete करना है. You have to finish in that, okay.
Correct.
Keeping in mind the scale of the project, whatever it.
Correct.
And rest, everybody used to understand that taken for granted, 1 week का तो extension ऐसे मिल जाएगा.
Correct.
And I used to give on the same day, the date which is given.
Okay.
Sir used to ask me, Divvyakant, you are done? I said, I done. That means that the line has been drawn that if Divvyakant can do this, why the rest cannot do? So everybody was pissed off. They used to fire me like anything. Yeah, what are this? Yeah,
After the
हर बार
class.
आप लेके आ जाते हो और यहाँ पे हम लोग को गाली सुननी पड़ती है. I said, see, your vision is different. My vision is different. Now, this is what my career, I'm looking into this since years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very focused. First 6 months, I tell you the first 6 months of the college in interior. After 6 months, they start everything in a basic way. Then the project comes and the project starts with the bedrooms and other things like that. Okay. So the sir has given 1 bedroom. We have to do the plan and elevation and other thing. So I have done the working detail of the carpentry sketches
Okay.
and show it to him when the presentation was there. He's asking कि तेरे को ये किसने सिखाया? हम लोगों ने तो we have not started this curriculum, this whole thing. I said this, I know basic and I have done, I've learned myself. You do one thing, you don't need the studies and everything, you start your business.
Okay.
मतलब you know the subject, it's that way, very positive. He said, why you are wasting your 3 years? You know the basic because when we have not started and you are going to such a detailed thing,
Right.
in a detailed way. And that is still missing today's current generation.
Yeah.
That is a weak point.
That hunger to learn more.
In
Go
office,
into the detail and understand.
yeah, and when we have so many years I'm working and I have appointed so many staff. I was working with many other architects where the juniors were working with me. I used to teach them so many times working details, how to do the detailing and other thing. Still that is missing. And people, they don't want to go into that detailing only and they feel like if we give the elevation, the carpenters will do.
They'll ask for
Rest.
the detail from the carpenter.
Yeah.
ये बता what is the height, what is the...
आप बना देना. So that doesn't work that way. Sometimes carpenter faff around or carpenter will show you the different way of doing the thing. They'll change the design only.
Yeah.
Sir ये नहीं होता है, मैडम ये नहीं होता है, ये ऐसे ही होगा.
उनके comfort के हिसाब
उनकी comfort zone के हिसाब से. Then you are gone.
Yeah.
So I don't believe in all those things.
Perfect.
Till date,
You have to
I don't
follow
use the
the
computer most of the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Office teams, everybody, they do that. But I do the sketching.
Achha, it's by your hand only.
Everything by hand, proper sketching and I give it to the staff.
Okay.
They see and then they start conceptualizing. Some problem comes when on the site also. I ask for those sketches that mera sketch leke aao. I want to see those sketches. I am not interested in seeing the CAD drawing all the time.
Okay.
CAD drawings are done properly, thoroughly once the things are done. But then when I do the drawing, I write a lot of notes.
Okay.
So those notes are always there. I just read the
Refer to all the notes.
and then I said,
Very
ये ऐसे
different
करना है. So these are 30 years went like this.
Okay.
And I'm very happy. And this is my passion. So many times my family and friends and everybody said, so many years you are working. I said, I don't feel like, I'm not counting number of hours. It's like, सुबह चालू हुआ है, रात कभी खत्म होने वाला है. Sometimes my body gives up, that I don't give up. But I'm very happy.
Speaking about your architects and interior designers that you've worked with, because now we've spoken to the segment of where you've completed your college from Rachna, and then which was the first design office or architect office that you started working with?
I was working with Shaukat Mukhi.
Okay.
Okay.
You must have heard about. Shaukat Mukhi is a very well-known, very prestigious architect, and he is into lot of detailings. He loves woodwork and wood details and other things, and I love. So I thought that it will match the parameters of what we will be on the same page. And he was doing one hotel. He was a design consultant for the Taj Lands End.
Okay.
That hotel was that time was coming up.
One in
The
Bandra.
new, yeah,
Yeah.
Bandra. So we were a group of friends. We all joined that time. Some are from Rachna, some from other side, but everybody was there. So you were enjoying like a college and understanding and learning the experience of the hotel.
Okay.
And that was like a scale from
With-
this to the monster.
It's
Hotel is
super
like a
big.
monster
Yeah,
for
yeah,
any
yeah.
new person to. And that was a fantastic experience. I will say, I think I was handling 3 to 5 lobbies.
Oh,
Each lobby has a 40 rooms.
okay.
Can you imagine now?
The scale at that young age.
That age, and that was the first experience, first hand thing. Because why I joined him was one of the reasons that was on the hotel project.
Okay.
Hotel has so much to learn.
Yeah.
It is not just the bedroom or not the lobby or restaurant. It has everything.
Yeah.
So I used to work on my project where the location areas were given to me that needs to be taken care. And in the given break time of lunch time or maybe the evening time, I used to go to the other departments also.
Okay.
Maybe the drawing department.
Okay.
Like in 3 Idiots, like, you know, 3 Idiots in movie,
Yeah.
आप कोई भी क्लास में जाके बैठ जाओ,
सब
सीखना
जगह।
है तो कहीं पे भी जाके सीख सकते हो. So I was like that child. Drawing department में जाके बैठ के आधे घंटे वो क्या कर रहा है बंदा. I never used to disturb, but I used to just see what he's doing and why is he observing.
Yeah.
So every department, like if somebody is handling the other area, that is not my scope of work. Still, I used to go there,
Yeah.
extra hours. I used to see the detailing, what the things are done, and I used to, you know, search, try to understand why it is done.
Why?
See, this is my philosophy. Like, what it is done is not important. Why it is done is very important. When the designer understands, no, why it is done,
Right.
then what is very simple. What is always follows by why.
Nice.
So this theory, I always tell everybody that you follow this, you'll get all the answers.
Okay.
Somebody has done the thing, but then it is very easy to comment. क्या बना दिया यार?
What is?
But why it is done, you ask that, no, that why
What is?
he
the
must be having
reasons?
the
Yeah,
reason.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Shaukat Mukhi was the first experience and was a fantastic experience. I
After
love
that?
it. After that, I got opportunity to work with Mr. Nozerwadia.
Nice.
Wow.
That was a different brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a mastermind. And I consider him till date, he is my guru.
Yeah.
Like he has a different way of working, amazing way, and beyond the world kind of experience what I gained.
Nice.
And that has turned the table for me, like seeing the thing, understanding the design, and you know, taking the thing into you, and then you design it in a way.
Yeah.
That is something different.
Nice.
Many projects where he has done and I was not involved, but I used to, as I said, that I love to be in some projects where I am not there, but still I want to understand. So I have learned so much thing in that. With him also, I was on the Goa project, Marriott Goa.
Okay.
He was doing Marriott Goa that time, so I was on that project.
Nice.
Okay.
I was with one senior. This is a very small story that I want to tell you. That senior is a very close friend of mine right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Since then.
Okay.
But that time he was senior and I was with him.
Okay.
We are very close friend, same age. Okay.
Okay.
So one detailing was given for the hotel and he said this detailing needs to be done. And that was A0 size paper, drafting in a fantastic way. And Nozer has a fantastic American style of tables and everything, and the atmosphere
I know,
is also
yeah.
beautiful. His office, I love it.
Yeah.
So
Still, I think one of the best offices
Best
that I've
office,
seen
yes,
is his. Yeah.
as an artist, as a designer, it's an artist office. It's not something.
He comes up with some random thing. He'll ask for a laundry sink. जो कोई नहीं यूज करता है. He'll call one day that laundry sink. मतलब सर ये कौन पूछता है? इंडिया में कौन यूज करता है?
That is a beauty, no? That is a beauty.
We'll apply someday.
So in that, one detailing needs to be completed in A0 size. That always says that so many things are needed in the A0 size paper to complete the drawing.
Correct.
So my senior said that I'll show you how. I said, wait, this is my baby.
Okay.
I will do it. Then you see. Because something is given to me, then I don't like somebody to interfere in that.
Okay.
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 It's not arrogant, but I want to challenge myself.
Okay.
And I always challenge.
Okay.
I have always challenged myself. I don't compare myself with X, Y, Z. That is
Okay.
not me. I always see what I was, where I am, and where I want to.
Okay.
So I said, okay, wait. I have completed the whole shit in 2 days. It takes time.
Right.
And hand drafting the thing is like fantastic. After 2 days, he said, so many mistakes. I said, show one. He said, yahan pe. Okay, wait. I said, wait. There was a senior, more senior by age and experience in the office. I said, I challenge you. If he says no one mistake,
Okay.
I'll do whatever you say.
Okay.
We'll show it to him. He was an architect and very senior on the big project. I don't remember right now. He saw the thing. I told him that please come to my table because of the drawing and everything. He came and he said, this is fantastic detail. And this works 100% functional, practical. I said, see. Us din se he became my very close friend.
Nice.
So I always like to challenge myself that why not? And this is missing in today's young generation. They don't challenge, they just
They are very
follow.
easy with the.
Office is doing, chalo we do that. But why office is doing, they don't want to. If you want to grow fast, no?
Yeah.
Right.
You need to see why, what. And you have to give your hours. It's not like 10 to 6, 10 to 7.
It doesn't happen that way.
It doesn't happen. Very honest, it doesn't happen.
And there's no growth. I think that's if you come out of your
If you want to
comfort
grow
zone,
fast,
You have to change your.
if
to
you want
come
to
out of
grow
your
fast
comfort
because you are
zone.
into art, you are not into 9 to 6 job.
Correct. Right.
That salary transfer to the account.
Correct.
Artist grows never overnight. You need to slog your ass.
Agreed.
That is the only way.
And you have to leave your comfort zone. I think,
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
You have to
certain
leave
time.
the comfort zone. That is the
Always.
only way. Otherwise,
And every day you have to leave the comfort
I
zone
agree.
and
Yeah,
take
yeah,
new.
yeah.
That's in growth, and I think in any
Everywhere.
till date, when I say to my wife or she calls, what time you are coming in the evening? I said 7:30. 7:30 she calls.
Okay.
What time you are coming? I said 8. She calls again 8:30. I said 9. The reason I said because the things which are there on the board right now, and I am doing some design.
Right.
It has a wavelength. I don't want to break that. I want to complete that. और उस दिन वो 7:30 की जगह मैं 11 बजे 11:30 बजे पहुंचता हूँ मैं.
But you're satisfied when you leave.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, your work
100% when the
satisfaction.
things gets completed, no, then I
That
leave.
feeling is different.
Yeah. So that feeling is different, and wife is also very comfortable. She understands that the line is like that, so needs to be that way. And these stories I tell so many staff members and the teamwork, and wherever I get a chance to explain somebody, those want to understand.
Oh, I'm taking you a little back. I have this question. What is a classroom of Rachna Sansad used to look at that point in time? Because there are so many big names that was there from your batch, the batch before, batch after.
When I
you.
was there, no, that time the building was ground plus 2.
Okay.
Third floor was still to come up. There was no slab for the third floor.
Okay.
The pillars were RCC pillars with the saliyas and everything were there. Raw, the thing
Okay.
was, and there was a basement also. So our first year was in basement,
Okay.
and the second and third year was in second and third floor that way.
Okay.
That way.
And your batchmates maybe?
Amit.
I'm sure you have a lot of known names who have come out of Rachna Sansad.
Amit was there. Amit Porwal.
Okay.
He was a year ahead.
Okay.
Amit Surve, he's in Taladi right now. He's
Yeah.
Surve. He was my classmate. Aage piche.
Acha.
He was that.
Acha. Nice. I think that's
Because the whole Bombay fraternity is more or less from.
I think majorly a lot of people have come out, Varun sir, from
Rohit
Rachna
Guste.
Sansad. Okay. I think Kozema sir is also
Kozema was there. Then open atelier that Rahul Mistry.
Okay.
I was a faculty also in Rachnas
Okay.
for 5 years.
Okay. After
So,
you completed your studies.
Not
you-
after. I tell you that. But Rahul Mistry was a faculty in that. He has done some studies from somewhere else. I don't remember.
Okay.
But Rahul was there that time. And Rishabh Parekh was there
Okay.
as a faculty. We are all in a different class and other thing.
Okay.
The faculty, why I became faculty, that also I'll tell you. I am a person like, what I have gained, what I have learned,
Right.
I have learned with the experience, everything. Then after certain age, then I decided that let us give it back
Nice.
to the students,
Right.
to the society.
Yeah.
So that is the reason I joined Rachna for 5 years as a design faculty. I was a little strict in that. Everybody says that way.
Okay.
But it was good. It was a good experience that I used to share with the ideas and other things. And that was giving me a satisfaction like, okay, जो सीखा है अब तक अगर आप रिटर्न नहीं कर पाओगे तो
Giving back
what
to
is the
the-
fun? Like you have learned something, so give it back.
Right.
And that also, when I'm giving it back, then I know, and I am at the stage where I know many things where I can share the ideas to the student.
Yeah.
Right.
So those mistakes they will not do.
Yeah.
The way when I was learning, and my professor used to tell us, these are the things done. Divvyakant, you know everything, you go.
Yeah.
ऐसे बोलने वाला भी चाहिए ना, that way. So
right.
that was the reason I joined, and it was fun. But then I left 10 years back.
How was it starting your own office? What was that first client like? What was that first meeting like?
My office I've started 17 years back.
Okay.
Okay.
But before that, my office was there. My father's office was there.
Okay.
And I used to handle my clients from that office also,
Okay.
Okay.
with the mutual understanding of my earlier teams and other things.
Okay.
So the first experience with the office, I will tell you later. But when I was in the third year of college, when I was about to complete a month or 2 months back, left, I got one project, Nariman Point office.
Okay.
First of all, the address is fantastic, Nariman Point, and
Right,
that also
office.
office. और वो भी मुझे मैंने काम कंप्लीट स्टडी कंप्लीट किया नहीं और नरीमन पर से ऑर्डर आ गया मुझे मतलब थ्रू माय फादर्स कांटेक्ट he said that he wants to do the design of 700-800 square feet office.
Okay.
I said okay, I'll do it. Confidence से भरा अंदर से full confidence मतलब I challenge myself always. I said I'll do it. He want to do the contracting also. I say okay.
Okay.
मतलब डिजाइन भी करना है, कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग भी करना है, मतलब ढूंढना है सब लोगों को, टीम बनाना है,
Team भी
काम
बनाना
भी
है,
करना है. आई सेड आई डू इट, वो भी कर लूँगा. डिज़ाइन बनाई मैंने, एवरीथिंग वाज गुड. दैट फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट वाज फैंटास्टिक.
Okay.
मेरे ख्याल से वो 10 साल के बाद में आई वेंट अगेन, उनको कुछ काम था तो दे रिकलेक्टेड माई नंबर फ्रॉम समवेयर, आई डोंट नो.
Okay.
ही सेड दैट सर ने बुलाया है. आई सॉ द ऑफिस एंड आई रियलाइज दैट that was the best detail that time also I have done. It was not like a first project, तो mistakes हो सकती है.
Right.
So I was proud on myself that okay, that time also the thing was good.
That's very nice.
So that was my first project in that office, that way. But when I have started full-fledged, that was around 17 years back.
Okay.
Then to a lot of projects and other things are done.
Okay.
Other projects like I've started with the residents and then the offices, and I feel as a designer like anything and everything I should be able to do
Yeah.
Right.
and I can do under the sun in design.
Agreed.
And for that I always challenge myself.
Nice.
वो अंदर से थोड़ा डर लगता है, लेकिन that as Sachin Tendulkar said that when he hits the century, that time he must be scared a lot. उस दिन वो सेंचुरी मारता है. So it is always that way.
Yeah.
जिस दिन डर ज़्यादा लगता है ना,
Kind of butterflies in your stomach. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Butterfly
scare,
in the
it's
stomach.
butterflies in
Yeah,
your
perform
stomach.
better under
you
pressure.
are more alert and you do the proper thing in a better way.
That
It is
inquisitive feeling you have with
yeah,
your
you give that way.
Nice.
So that is how I started.
Okay. And how does it feel to be what you are today?
I feel very happy
Yeah.
and proud on myself, because I always see where I am, what I was, and where I want to go. I always pulse myself.
Okay.
Always pulse myself.
Okay.
If
Where
I
do
have a
you want to
capacity
go?
of, for example, let us say 10,000 square feet apartment, okay,
Okay.
I'll stretch my capacity to 50,000.
Okay.
I'll take the challenge up to 5 times.
Okay.
It is that way. So I grow. Otherwise, sometimes, some people, they don't want to come out of the comfort zone. Then you are into that. I don't want to be in the well.
Okay.
And for me,
He wants to be
The
a blue
ocean
ocean
is-
strategy, diving into the oceans directly.
that way. क्या होगा? ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा?
You learn only. End
You
of the
learn
day.
something.
What is that you want to achieve?
This is a very vast question.
I agree, but if you can just explain us
In South Mumbai, people has huge dreams and everything is there. So difficult to line out those things. But yes, there are so many places they say that you have to write down what you want. It's energy, positive energy that this you want and this
manifestation.
you want. Manifestation.
Yeah.
These things. So I also do that.
Okay.
कि चलो थोड़ा करके रखते हैं. We have to do that and we read that morning and evening. So you do that. I don't know to discuss that, but then I do that. But I have a big dreams.
All
I have a
right.
big
All
dreams.
right. All right.
And I want to be there soon.
Okay.
So I'm striving, working hard.
Nice.
And I always tell my kids also that मुझे ये करना है मतलब इसके अंदर if anybody is coming in between that is enemy.
Okay.
I want to do that.
Nice.
So that gives the positive energy and they knows. And everybody knows, okay, chalo kya.
He'll manage.
Manage.
Nice.
Because many times when I go to the sites, projects and other things, I am not afraid of sitting down on the floor or climbing the ladders and looking out here and there personally that I don't say my team, okay, you check this, figure it out, what is this and this, that. So many times clients say, you don't need to climb on this and do all this. आप क्या कर रहे हो? रुक जाओ. I said, let me satisfy myself. No? उसने किया है, नहीं किया, क्या किया, मुझे तो समझ में आया.
Correct.
मेरी टीम तो देख लेगी बाद में, मुझे तो समझ में आया क्या किया है.
Very important.
तो contractor knows he has a capacity to sleep also, climb also, he can run anywhere. So that keeps them on the toes and they do the perfect job.
There'll be always extra caution about you being at the site. They'll start taking care of.
Because any project that I feel and I do, I always try to design 5-6 years ahead from the market trend, and that project should last them for at least 15 years.
Nice.
The place.
Nice.
Right.
Little bit here and there, wear and tear is always there, but otherwise the look and the freshness, the crisp look, that is always there. So that what I try to do. Nice. When I the first project that you was talking about, when I have started my thing, I got the house of my best friend. He said, you do my house. Huh? In 1 or 2 months only, my other friend also said, Mera bhi ghar karna, you do that. Okay. Now how many years old must be?
94.
Before I started, 17 years before, a year before that time, he said that you have to do this.
Okay.
That house, he said, I want to do it. He has another building. He said, मैं ये building तोड़ के यहाँ पे दूसरा, I'm going to make the new building and ऊपर उसमें terrace flat बनाऊंगा.
Okay.
So you be in the control of the cost.
Okay.
ज़्यादा खर्चा नहीं करना, design भी simple रखना.
Okay.
2 things. I said, okay, fine. वो घर आज भी है.
Oh.
He has moved to the new building.
Okay.
2 brothers, 1 brother is still using that.
Okay.
And तभी मैंने बताया था कि ये तूने 2 साल के लिए बोला है, but I'll be making it in a way that you'll be happy. आज भी वहाँ पे उसके घर पे जाता हूँ ना, उसको बोल के आता हूँ और 10 साल चलेगा ये. After 18 years also, if I can give you the guarantee of another 10 years.
10 years.
Nothing like that.
So I feel happy and proud that मैंने कहीं पे गलती नहीं की है.
Right.
सामने वाला अगर बोले 5 साल till date, आज भी कोई भी क्लाइंट अगर बोले ना तो ऐसे ठीक है, आप 5 साल वापरो ना, मैं वो चीज़ बना के दे रहा हूँ आपको. You see that, fine. Cost के अंदर we'll see what material to use and what not.
Right.
But the quality is not 5 years, 10 years, 6 years. You never know. The person doesn't know. अभी my best friend said मैं 2 साल के बाद बनाऊंगा. He made it after 20 years, 18 years, 15 years.
Till the time he was using the.
अगर वो 2 साल के लिए बना के दे दिया होता तो.
Agreed.
तो then that house I feel that okay ये मेरा बनाया हुआ है. And that is very simple house. There's nothing fancy, zero fancy thing.
Okay.
But very practical.
Okay.
My wife till date said so many projects you did, but I like that only.
Okay.
That is the best project. I said, okay, I said, fine.
Good.
That gives a peace.
Because we're talking about design now, so you want to ask the question?
You can do.
Perfect, cool. So, wanted to understand what is your design philosophy, because we've seen your projects, I've seen you on Instagram. I see everything in it, to be very honest. It's very difficult to find one particular design language. What is your design philosophy like, sir? Yeah.
The right word that you said, that difficult to figure it out one single language.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't follow single language.
Okay.
Achha.
As I said, my guru is Nozar Wadia. When I was working with him in office, what I have understood and heard about him is like, that was a single line. Again, the way I single line taught me that to become a
Visualization.
designer.
Yeah.
That way, somebody said that agar Nozar, and we never used to say sir, huh? He don't like to say. So I said, Nozar के अगर 10 projects एक line में है, so it is difficult for anybody to figure it out done by Nozar.
I agree.
Okay.
So wow, that is the artist
Right.
language. I mean, you don't need to be that this is done by me, and with the signature.
Yeah.
You need to figure it out. Who has done this? Acha, this is also done by him. Okay, this is also done by him. So you have a variety.
Okay.
Artists as an art, you should be able to do everything in a way that wow comes in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I follow the same thing. I try to figure it out in a way, but still keeping in mind the client's liking, taste. We understand a lot of when we talk to the client in earlier stage. We have certain fixed format that we give it to the client.
Okay.
In that, so many psychological questions and questionnaires that we ask.
Okay.
We make them answer those at the ease. Aram say in a couple of days, you just write it down, what you're liking, what you're not liking. So many things are there.
Correct.
To understand what client's
Right.
taste and lifestyle is all about. And after reading all those things, I put myself into that. Then we start designing. So it is more easy for us to, to be on the same page.
Right.
Because I can show you 10 different things, but clients say no. It's like you have a budget of Rolls Royce,
Right.
Yeah.
and you show them C-class or E-class Mercedes, they'll say no, I
there's
have
no-
this. But it's the same way vis-a-vis, if you have C-class Mercedes budget and then you are showing the Rolls Royce,
Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I do not make
you are on the same page.
Yeah.
You have to balance it out.
You have to balance it out. So it is always easy to understand the client in a detail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we start the project. And the first thing I always tell my every client, when they insist to see the projects, my ex-projects, old projects,
Correct.
I say, I'll take you there. I'll show it to you those things. But if you say something that I love this thing and I want same thing, you are at the wrong place.
Okay.
I'll not repeat that.
That's not
because
possible.
I don't want to repeat that. Very
Yes,
simple. I don't want to repeat that because that is done by
that
me.
makes sense.
I don't want to copy that. So you and you both are looking the same thing. What is the ideology? So I said, you are paying a new money, new dollar, new design. I am there to work.
Oh,
मैं काम करूँगा ना, मैं मेहनत भी कम नहीं करूँगा और पैसा भी कम नहीं करूँगा. मेरे client से straight, I just say straight that
Okay.
work and money
Okay.
works in hand. So
Right.
let us respect and move on.
Nice.
And they understand. So
Which
they
is
realize
important,
and they
right?
see the place, when they see the place, the projects, wherever they come from, they referred by client or friends and thing. They know, they see. And even my clients also, those who are very happy, they will say, okay, these are the thing,
Yeah.
good. And most of the clients are keeping finger crossed. They are very happy.
Nice.
And the plus thing what I like is, I get the answer from major clients that Divvyakant bhai, ये घर में आके या ये ऑफिस में आके वी आर गेटिंग अ पीस, सुकून, वी आर वेरी सेटिस्फाइड. यहाँ पे बैठने के बाद वी आर फीलिंग वाओ, मतलब मज़ा आ रहा है, बहुत शांति मिल रही है. आई सेड दैट फॉर दैट ओनली आई हैव ट्राइड एंड वर्कड आउट इन अ वे डिजाइन
Right.
दैट gives you peace and value for money.
Nice.
And that also after years also I'm in touch with the client, this answer remains the same.
Nice.
So that is the happiest point. One incident I tell you, one house, apartment, 3 BHK apartment I have done.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 BHK. 16 years back. Now the client has a specification that we don't want TV in the living room.
Okay.
Okay. I said, absolutely fantastic decision. You keep it in the bedroom and let the TV room or living room be a little calm and quiet and inviting for the guest when you talk to the things like that. Designed in a very simple way, very nicely done house. It was done so nicely. Then he used to say that Divvyakant by society don't want to keep the meeting in the society office. They are keeping meeting in my house.
That's a difficult
इवनिंग 8 बजे मीटिंग करते हैं चालू और 9 बजे 1 घंटे की मीटिंग रहती है रात को 12 बजे मुझे बोलना पड़ता है आई एम फीलिंग स्लीपी एंड दैट वाज अ सीन फॉर नेक्स्ट 15 years.
Nice.
Oh.
15 साल एंड ही सेड योर हाउस लुक्स फैंटास्टिक एंड सो सिंपल एंड एलिगेंट एंड रिच लुक एंड इट वाज मेंटेन्ड fabulously. I said yes, design was my baby, perception was my baby. After 5 years, 10 years, how it should look, that was my baby. And that client also has maintained in a beautiful way.
Very important.
I think that's the most important.
That is very important because I remember I like one of his method, and I want to point it out. So if somebody who listened that time they listen, when he used to leave from the office in the evening, घर पे आने से पहले, साहब घर पे आ रहे, so he has kept one dedicated 2-person people to keep the residence entire house clean. Spick and span. जैसे पता चलेगा आधा घंटा लगने वाला ऑफिस से आने में, डबल एफर्ट से काम करेंगे बच्चे और ऐसा चकाचक करके रखेंगे ना तो it was difficult to find out यहाँ पे ऐसा है या यहाँ पे ऐसा है.
Okay.
It was that maintained for 15 years.
Oh wow.
He sold that house now, but it was maintained like that. So it's like 2 efforts. We do a best design. Whatever we can do, but it needs to be maintained also.
The client has to reciprocate in a way.
Yeah, reciprocate. That is.
But how do you feel? Sometimes you might find clients who are not reciprocating.
I tell you that also.
Please.
I tell you that also.
This is more important.
One house which I did, which was fantastic design and everything was done, pretty old, 15 years back. The final accounts and final statement, I went to his home. He has invited me to the dinner and said, okay, dinner pe we'll sit and we'll figure it out.
Right.
Okay. I said, okay, fine. His powder bathroom, where I bought around 2.5-3 lakh rupees vanity, Italian vanity, 15 years back. Okay, and the bathroom was also fantastic, decent, small, not very big size, but it was quite. He has a habit of chewing pan. Okay, he was talking with me, doing the accounts and other thing. He said, "मैं आता हूँ." He went inside and puked. He did a pee over there in the basin. I said, "गए काम से now." Such a fantastic bathroom I have done. He is doing all this pan pichkari, red color in the vanity. तो ये घर तो कैसे मेंटेन होगा? So that जल जाती है अपने मतलब क्या करे ऐसे समझ. That was a pain. मतलब होता है ऐसा. But to each his own. Everybody has their own value. They need to understand. And majority now understand. They spend the money, so they know how to keep the thing clean and all. But it is always advisable. आप clean रखो तो it is your house. एक बार बना दिया तो at the most we'll go for the dinner or maybe sometime party or sometime. But that also in the living room.
Right.
Not the house, but you have to maintain that.
How important it is. When you might be getting calls after you have done the house, और काफ़ी टाइम बाद भी कॉल आते हैं because I have a lot of designer friends now. वो घर काफ़ी टाइम पहले ख़त्म हो गया बट अभी भी कॉल आ रहा है ये ख़राब है ये है वो है. How do you deal with that situation? Do you of course now तो you have a team to handle that, but
we have a team, they handle it. But
what is the point that you say no, this is not our thing, this is how you are maintaining it? How do you handle that?
Both, it is both way. It sometimes once you see the problem, you can figure it out that what was the problem.
Okay.
If it is the maintenance problem, then we can always say this. आप don't पान की पिचकारी मत मारो, खराब हो जाएगा. Otherwise, you can figure it out if there are mistakes or there are something which needs to be taken care. Then we send a team, and our teams are also well trained in a very decently organized way, and they know the job. And I have a team which is around 15 years old, 20 years old, 10 years old. So they know the working style. Number one. इसमें फ़ायदा क्या होता है? This is also helpful for everybody, those who are listening, that if you keep the contractor team consistent,
Right.
1 project, 2 project, 3 projects, you are on the same page.
Hmm.
Right.
What I am liking, they knows.
Correct.
In terms of detail. Design is different.
Correct.
Every page has a different page, different design. Okay. So they knows that it gets filtered over there. So that mistake they don't repeat,
Yeah.
and those loopholes also they don't keep.
Yeah.
It's
They are
very
accustomed
simple.
to your
They
language,
knows.
understand to your temperament,
हाँ.
and
अगर कोई नया कॉन्ट्रैक्टर है ना तो उनको मालूम नहीं है तो वो पूछेगा सर ये बनाता हूँ सांप को चलेगा क्या पूछ लेना. This is like 6-7 years back. One contractor's assistant, contractor was not there in town and his assistant told my team that ये सांप को चलेगा क्या. I fired the contractor.
Okay.
Don't use this word चलेगा at my any of the projects.
okay.
मुझे वो देखना भी नहीं. I don't want to see that. चलेगा means what? I'm not there for चलेगा. You do the proper job. Why चलेगा means अगर आज मैं ये चला दूँ तो कल मुझे दौड़ाएगा हर चीज के अंदर. Why? I'm there to give the right quality and right design, not चलेगा design. So the team knows. Sometimes the client contractor tells directly to the client that सांप को नहीं चलेगा.
चलेगा.
आप पहले उनसे बात कर लो उनको ये चलेगा क्या. There are certain parameters that we need to follow. If you want a good quality, as example I give you, my friend's house I did, and 18 years also. उसके बाद भी अगर if I am giving the guarantee of next 10 years, what is that means?
It means
आज 25 साल की गारंटी, इनडायरेक्टली गारंटी कौन देता है?
when
राइटिंग में नहीं, बट आई नो माई बेबी हाउ द बेबी इज.
Agreed.
मुझे मैंने क्या यूज़ किया मुझे आज मालूम है. उसके अंदर आज भी मालूम है मैंने क्या यूज़ किया अंदर. तो इट इज़ लाइक सस्ता रोए बार बार, महंगा रोए एक बार. वेरी सिंपल.
Yeah.
राइट टाइम यू यूज़ द राइट क्वालिटी, तो 10 बार आपको उसके अंदर दिमाग लगाना नहीं पड़ेगा.
Agreed.
रेसिडेंस यू आर डूइंग, रेंटेड प्रॉपर्टी की तो बात ही नहीं आती है. लेकिन व्हेन यू आर डूइंग रेसिडेंस, यू डोंट डू एवरी 10 years, every 5 years.
it's once in 15 years or something.
Once in 15 years or maybe 10 years.
More than that, maybe. Yeah.
तो 10 साल तक तो शांति से काम आप यूज़ करो.
Agreed.
100%.
तो उसके अंदर वो जो मटेरियल दैट आई रिकमेंड और द क्वालिटी दैट आई वांट एंड आई मेक देम डू, आई नो दैट इट विल लास्ट दैट मेनी ईयर्स. सो कंप्लेंट का जो क्वेश्चन है ना, इट फिल्टर्स डाउन at the earlier stage.
Nice.
So touch wood, few complaints comes.
Nice.
And complaint doesn't come that आपने किया था ये गलत था, because I don't force my ideas and design to any of the client.
Okay.
It is always a collaboration.
Okay.
What I am doing, client knows each and everything in and out completely. It's not that who's the architect, who's the designer.
Asha.
Baba, I want you to be happy as a client.
Yeah.
Not I. I comes, as I said, once in a party में आ जाएंगे बैठेंगे
Correct.
या
You
फिर
have to
डिनर के
enjoy
लिए
the
आ जाएंगे
space.
बुलाएंगे तो. Otherwise you are going to use it, then I don't want you to crave. आर्किटेक्ट ने, इतने बड़े आर्किटेक्ट ने जबरदस्ती में पहना दिया, हम कुछ बोल ही नहीं पाए. I want them to be very happy, and in that I am very successful with the God grace. I make them feel happy. So I understand. That is what I said. Initially we note down everything, requirements से लेके, taste से लेके, everything. So that filters down so many things, and then we at every stage, every concept, everything we keeps on sharing, understanding, make them feel comfortable. Okay, this is okay. इसके हिसाब से हम लोग ये कर रहे हैं, and accordingly we will be doing this. So they see the end product. Yes, ये हो रहा है, ये बनने वाला है ऐसा.
Okay.
That's nice.
Speaking about Varun sir, if you read the document, sir has mentioned something which is very interesting. He is very subtle on the weekdays and he's very vibrant on the weekends. मैंने वो चीज़ वाले made me smile. We want to learn, understand more on that part. What is that all about?
See, as a question was asked to understand what are the colors that you liked it.
Correct.
I said weekdays are like Monday to Thursday is almost a day when the calm colors, keep your head and brain and the vision always calm, that you need to.
But does it work on sites?
Of course works.
Okay. You can,
At the earlier stage,
speaking about your personality, you look also and you sound also very strict on sites also.
No, but I try to be very soft and gentle.
Okay.
I don't shout.
Okay.
and I feel like it's not needed.
Yeah.
Earlier stage was different that time. I was little, my anger as a young blood, no? So I was little angry at period, not every time.
Okay.
But then it made me realize that it's not working.
Yeah.
Right.
I shouting on one person one time, two time, understand, okay. But then otherwise also there are ways. So, and nowadays people, the contractors, everybody knows.
Okay.
So this is how to work. So it is always that way.
Nice.
But sometimes yes, then if the thing doesn't get turned out, doesn't turn out on the right time, and getting delay for no reason. Time is money for everybody, including client, architect, everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's different, but very rare.
Okay.
And I keep the finger crossed and pray God.
And on weekends,
And
what
how
kind of
about
person you are? ये हम लोग ने
Weekend
weekdays
also,
समझ लिया.
see, it's like as simple colors, the soft pastel colors kind of a feeling, you know, always stretch your body mentally to the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And weekend is like, आज कल छुट्टी है, आज छुट्टी है, रात को enjoy करना है, तो then it can be more colorful in a way, because those pastel colors will not help you out in your weekend.
Weekday.
You need to be more colorful.
Okay.
So when we do the party, when you go out, you have to be a little more colorful. And that time those vibrant colors will help you out. So
Nice.
it's always a combination of
which is very nice. Very
pastel
thoughtful,
and so even in the interiors when we do, most of the time the designs that we do, keeping in mind the use and the person who's going to use.
Okay.
And the colors are used that way. So everything goes hand in hand properly.
So this is in the first form that you send to the client. You ask these questions also, what colors you like and what is.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Okay.
So many things. I mean,
Nice.
So just a question I'd like to ask. While talking, something comes across. You to be a very system-oriented, old school, detail-oriented
Yes,
guy.
detail-oriented.
And you see this young generations coming up with a very
lacking.
faster module of working.
It's lacking.
So how do you adapt yourself? Because you have to adapt to the
You have to be
generations.
adaptive. I
My
think,
office, my team, they understand and they adapt the thing.
Okay.
But I always feel that that helps you down the line for the future. There is no shortcut. No, what is there? There is.
I agree.
You
there's
have
no
to
shortcut,
follow
yeah.
certain things. Computer, yes, everything is.
Yes.
Now kids, new generation, what they do when we give them the opportunity to design,
Right.
they start on the computer. Line
Start
this way,
searching.
this way, this way. No searching, lines also.
That's-
Like the sheet is plain and you are designing with the lines here and here and here. Okay, then you zoom out, zoom in. You are out of that vision. You go here, you go here.
Right.
So your brain doesn't connect to the place. What I feel. For me, when I design, it's like pencil, finger, eyes and brain.
Nice.
They are
Okay,
all
all
at
in-
one place.
Nice.
All in sync with
If I
that
have this
specific
size
subject.
sheet or this size sheet,
Right.
everything is there in front.
Nice.
So I have to just move here, 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 here.
Right.
In computer, what do you have to do? Mouse drag, drag, drag. So
Right.
fingers are doing this. So fingers are not connected here.
Yeah.
Right.
Zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. So you're out of the vision. You cannot generate the design.
Okay.
That is the
interesting.
weakest
Yeah,
point.
very
That's a very new insight
Everybody
to
needs
learn.
to, if you see the international architects and everybody, there are still people, they do the sketching and everything. Sanjay Puri,
Right.
he knows me and I knows him very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many times in the
He's a
flight.
neighbor.
Sketching. Yeah.
In the
On a tissue
flights,
paper, he'll start
everywhere.
working.
Yeah.
Why? Old school.
Yeah.
Like me.
Because-
But that give you the fast solutions
Right.
and the right solutions.
Yeah.
Computer, like in the computer, you do the referencing. Here, image, image. Everything you put together. And when you design something, you are nowhere. You are lost.
The technicalities
You are
are
lost.
lost.
When I design the thing, my way of working is like my entire table is filled up the drawing sheets and other thing. Everything is there in front. I can move around the camera like this. Everything is done. Here you have to zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. You are gone. And this same answer I give it to my team and my staff also. Don't do this zoom. Do it this paper, hand sketch and paper sketch and everything. No,
Nice.
it's faster.
Very new insight to learn. I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
seen
yeah.
things in that
Yeah.
perspective.
And in the college also I used to tell that this is the wrong, I mean, don't depend on the computers. See, I know computer very limited. and I'm a person where I don't want to be a handicapped person. So AutoCAD I know, the software that I know. So if any given point of time, this is other thing that what I'm
You're in a
answering is
situation to use that.
Right.
if I have to use,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot. I don't want to be dependent on any XYZ,
XYZ.
anything.
Yeah.
As I told you, that nobody can stop me. I don't like anybody stopping me, holding me,
Right.
Yeah.
and pulling me back. अगर मुझे रात को 11 बजे भी अगर कुछ करना है
कुछ सूझ गया तो
the thing
करना
is
है.
there in front, पेंसिल से कर देंगे या तो फिर AutoCAD पे अगर कहीं पे कुछ अटका है AutoCAD पे करके पूरा. There are many time in my office, the staff have around with the AutoCAD that ये नहीं हो रहा, ये नहीं हो रहा. I said तू ऐसे कर. Even they get surprised in AutoCAD. I show them the AutoCAD options. They do this way.
अच्छा.
Oh. So, see, one principle I believe is like computer has been designed by the person, human.
Right.
They can't overwrite you, whether AI or anything.
Yeah.
You are master.
Agreed. But
You
sir,
go with the
आपके पास-
simple thing. You go with the simple
You
thing.
also get clients where they come up with those Pinterest images and I want some.
ऐसा
Many.
चाहिए inspiration.
Not many. They give
What
the
do you
ideas
मैंने
like
ऐसा
हमको
देखा है,
ऐसे
मुझे
बनाना है, this ये ऐसे ये. I said okay, fine.
सुन ले.
I listen to them, understand them because they have a vision, no?
Right.
See, it's like when I'm buying a house, मेरा एक कोई dream रहेगा.
Correct.
Okay, that dream may be immediate dream, number one.
Correct.
If I'm buying a house after 5 years, 10 years, लंबे पीरियड के बाद, तो वो 5 साल पहले वाला भी ड्रीम हो सकता है.
Correct.
That he may not be knowing that that is an old design.
Hmm.
अगर मेरे पास आज ड्रीम है कि मुझे ये करना है, मेरे पास आज पैसा नहीं है, या जो करना है उसके लिए मुझे टाइम है, 10 साल के बाद खरीदा, तो वो ड्रीम है.
Correct.
Right.
My job is to train or guide them whether that dream is in as a trend or how in a modern way I can, make it more realistic.
Yeah.
Whether where he gets satisfied,
Right.
happy, or then I educate them that agree, but this is an old trend. We go with this, which is more on better way, and this is the way. But still, if you want it that way, we can do it. But then वो नया पैसा नहीं, पैसा नया खर्चा कर रहे हो ना, तो पुरानी डिजाइन क्यों ले रहे हो?
New dollar, new design.
New dollar, new design. Simple.
Thumbnail होगा हमारे podcast का.
New dollar.
That should be the way. And I always tell my client that.
Speaking about your design philosophy, sir, I think it's something which is amazing that we are discussing already about. We want to understand, project or projects which is close to your heart. The reason we are asking that is because it gives viewer a context of how your projects look. It looks amazing, trust me.
How do you think so?
Correct. So we want to
applies your
understand the story
application.
behind what Varun sir is adding this to add to that. We want to understand the story behind how it was done, and we want to start off, with a project or multiple projects that you want to showcase.
Okay. I'll start with, there are many projects, but different projects that if I have to show. Right now, one hotel project, a second phase of the hotel that I'm going to show you right now.
Okay.
There's one residence and one office.
Okay.
We'll talk about this. This hotel is a second phase of Lee Meridian, Coimbatore.
All right.
Okay. And this was designed by me, I think so, 14 years back.
Okay.
Around 14 years back. And it was a challenging for me because the first phase was already done.
Okay.
And the hotel has been started. And this was a hotel where the public areas to be designed.
Okay.
Of course, the first phase also has the public areas and other thing, but this second phase has multiple receptions. There were ground plus 2, I think so, floor.
Cool.
The ground floor has a reception. The first floor also has a reception.
Okay.
There were 2 art galleries. Now, art galleries, they wanted to rent out, but it's an art gallery of the 5-star hotel. So,
Correct.
it has to be designed in a way that any art of the artist should get complemented with the design and decor. It's not like a normal room of 4 walls where you just hang it and put the lightings and just sell the product.
Correct.
That was a challenging thing. And there were pool tables, there were recreation areas like a squash, pool table, preview theatre for the South Indian movies.
Okay.
So like ministers and the stars only, or the director and film industry is going to see. So that kind of decor was needed.
Okay.
There was a small boutique, there was a cafe, so many things apart from the rooms.
Okay.
which was very challenging and very inviting, which I was, passionate. Okay, now I am getting a chance where I can prove that this is also I can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, we have done so many residents and other thing, and I have worked on many five-star hotel projects with a couple of architects where I was working, and this was the project I got on an individual level. So it was
Nice.
something excited,
Yeah.
and the scale was good. So I entered into that. We have done a contract, and I took the project on the design. It was in Coimbatore, so the place and the surrounding also needs to be, inspired, but in a modern way, different way. So I'm going to show you right now the reception, an art gallery, and maybe a couple of images of banquet.
Okay.
So art gallery, this is the image
Nice.
of the reception area. Okay.
Nice.
Now here you can see the reception has a different shape behind.
Right.
This was fascinating to me with some wallpaper design on that.
Okay.
Some onyx, backlit onyx reception counter I have used that time.
Okay.
Onyx is
Yeah.
at the trend right
time was
now,
very
but
new.
that time is very new.
Very new.
And keeping in mind the cost and the design factor, other thing, the flooring also has to be international. So if you see the design, it is very international way of doing the design.
Nice.
And it was something which was giving me a satisfaction where I have used the material also,
Certainly.
the golden color bisaza, which has a lit, backlit up with a black color granite.
Right.
So it was a bold, decided design where you are emphasizing only on the bisaza,
Yeah.
Right.
and you see the black color pillar and just bisaza with the light.
Nice.
So I was more on emphasizing on the highlighting piece. Like
Okay.
reception has a fantastic
Green thing.
backlit this onyx, which was highlighting. The back portion was highlighting, and the pillar were highlighting. Of course, the flooring has a flow. It looks like a barcode design kind of a thing.
Kind of a tactile look.
Tactile look.
Yeah.
So it was more inviting thing. So this is something which is very close. And if you see the flutes, can you
And the
see the
detailing
flutes
is-
here and here? This was done that time. The flutes are in right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was done that 15 years back. So I'm trying to design which is new for anybody after 5 years, 7 years, somebody. But I'm always keeping myself updated, or maybe 5, 6 years ahead the thing. And I'm quite successful in that. I'll show you the other. This is the reception of the upper floor.
Okay.
Both are different. If you see,
Totally different.
Yeah.
totally different.
It gives a different feel to the whole space.
And this, if you see this one, it has a 5-star feel. And this has a recreation feel. Because the upper floor is more of a recreation area with a lot of other activities are happening. So you see this, the panels are happening in a different way.
Wow.
On the wall, there are 3Ds waves which were done with the backlighting,
Nice.
Very nice.
which creates and shows that it's a creative artistic area.
Yeah.
And the reception, you see the backlit reception with the glass, and backlighting is done from the bottom.
Okay.
That we are doing now. The color was amber used in the thing, which was something very nice. This is the other angle of the thing. Now this is an art gallery.
Okay.
Keeping in mind the gallery where the artists will be displaying the stuff, maybe the painting or the artwork or whatever artist into.
Right.
So that was more challenging for me to justify their product, value their product, to increase the value is my responsibility.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not
100%.
that they have placed the thing to sell only.
Right.
Wherever they keep the stuff, the client should understand, okay, this is where the product has a value.
Yeah.
Right.
So that I have kept in mind and design all over,
Right.
which has, this was a multi-layer art gallery, which has a lower floor and upper floor both.
Okay.
Now, if you see here, this was very close to my heart. Like, it's a glass cubicle
Okay.
Okay.
with the planters inside, the colorful planters, not the green one, purposely because art gallery, so
Correct.
it has to be interpret. Some butterflies are hanging from the ceiling with the skylight of the thing, and it shows that this is an artistic work and you are into some place where the art has been displayed. This is right
Very nice,
now
Kiran.
so much getting in, I mean, as a thing. But that time it was difficult to visualize the thing. And if you see from other angle, if you see, there's a huge chunk of a stone which was inserted into the glass.
Okay.
Wow.
And the glass is piercing, breaking it into the piece. The stone is gone inside. So it gives that illusion of one piece thing with a glass inside. And if you are into art, then you can make out that this is something really artistic way of thought. Yeah. So that was something really. I love this today also.
And this is 14 years back.
14 years back. Yeah.
Like, it's difficult to find these kind of lobbies now.
Now this is a banquet where again, if you see the same logo of the reception, I have repeated because it was next to the reception, so extension of the reception. And this is a metal handle.
Okay.
So it was a big, large handle where the person can hold it and open it. Right.
Okay.
But you cannot make out it's a handle. It was like a symbol of the art with the stone and the fabric panel around. So this was really which I love.
And doing this 15 years back was big because these are the banquets we are seeing today.
Correct.
This is something which we are seeing it today.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing as I said, the black color marble on the pillar with the artistic, if you see the thing is zoom it,
right,
you can see the work inside, which is gold leafed. So this is a gold leaf thing. Keeping in mind the banquet, it is always some functions are going to happen which are more richer as a 5-star thing.
Agreed.
So complement that in a bigger way, but because the rest of the things are going to get covered. The floor is going to get covered with the chairs and other things. So what is going to highlight is the pillar and maybe the ceiling. So ceiling has a different color.
Yeah.
I had a restriction of the height over there.
Okay.
The structure was done that time and which was little low.
Okay.
So I have created a pocket where I can give the different color to the pocket.
And it gives you that
and I give a different light, illusion of the hanging lamp that you see, it gives the illusion that the height has increased. And that was really successfully done.
Currently people are doing this.
You see this?
Yeah.
This is...
So when you see the pockets in a different color, no? So it
looks...
This is happening now. I think people have started
14 years,
15
years, no one's imagined something like this.
Yeah. Now, this is an upper floor of the art gallery. When we were talking about the art gallery, now you can see this. It's a floated panel, banded panel suspended from the ceiling.
Okay. So there is no support.
So there is no support below. So artists can understand and visualize that, okay, my product is going to be respected by this panel. It's like you are giving a respect to the artist.
Nice.
He should also feel, wow, as a proud that, okay, this is artistically done. So any product you put it over there, it is going to talk about the art lover, they are going to see and they love it. Okay, this is the thing. So this is something which I really like.
Wow. Lovely, beautiful.
Okay. Now, after this, I'll come to the office project.
Okay.
Which was, the office was very small, not very big, around 700 square feet.
Okay.
But it's very close to my heart because that was one of my favorite office project.
Okay.
I just brief you before we start to that. Is like, that was office of around 400 square feet earlier when we designed. Everything was designed over and out, paperwork, everything is done, approvals are done. Then client got opportunity of the next door office to buy out.
Okay.
So he called me, Divvyakant bhai, this is an opportunity. I said, you do it. You buy it. He said, the drawings are done. I said, forget it. You pay for that, whatever is done.
Okay.
But that doesn't stop you buying the property and you can increase your office. And we do it again, not an issue.
Correct.
So he was so happy. He said, okay, we are going ahead. He bought that property.
Okay.
Then we restarted the entire concept in a different way, as a new project.
Okay.
Then my way of practicing is like, I always understand from the client, like what type of material fascinate them, like them, and want them to use.
Okay.
So I asked the first question that time, that what is the material that you want to like at the floor? He said, I want to use a white marble.
Right.
I said, don't use the plain white marble, use some character. So which gives a life to the floor.
Correct.
He agreed and we started searching for the marble. We selected the marble out of the Mumbai. Unfortunately, and it was a good design marble. Unfortunately, that marble, while transportation, that truck
Oh,
Okay. Truck
got some
hopped.
accident,
Yeah.
and the entire marble stock, everything got broken into the pieces. Then the client sent me this images and he said, Divvyakant bhai, this is what happened. I said, okay, fine. Now what next? Now you want to go with the same white marble or you want to go with some other color? Everybody has their own budget and we have to respect, and I always respect every client, and I don't put my hand into the client's pocket
right.
that what do you want to spend. I give the respect. Whatever they want to
Nice.
spend, that is fine. Whether high or low is a different story.
Correct.
So he said, I want to use the same kind of marble again. So we have again restarted searching the same type of marble, and that was a good long exercise. Then we found.
Okay.
Then I make up my mind that if he wants to use the same marble, then I had to put my effort fantastically, because he has a dream, I want to fulfill his dream.
Yeah.
Then the design, the floor, the wall, on the wall, the other color stones I have used, the leather panels I have used, and it was so complemented nicely that I have put the heart and soul to that.
Nice.
So I'll just go through the images.
Please, sir, please. Love to see it.
Now that's the cabin
Nice.
of the office. If you can see, there are two cabins
Right.
clubbed together. There is a partition in between. Okay?
Okay.
Nobody can make out there is a partition in between. But when you close it, when the client wants the two separate cabins, they can close it.
Close it.
With a different conversation, different business deal, they can do it, close it. Otherwise, it remains the open. That was the criteria of the client, that we want to keep the office more bigger and open.
Nice.
Dual use as a single office or as a double office.
Yes. So when they saw this, they got super excited that, wow, this is what, and the entire community of their business circle, they appreciated in a fantastic way. Like, that was never visualized in such a small space.
Yeah.
This can also happen,
Right.
and in such a rich way.
Nice.
Because the material I have used, a lot of marbles are there. Leather panels I have used, the veneer I have used, all good quality which has a life.
Yeah.
And one more thing I want to tell you, that material that I love to use for any project should have the sustainable life.
Right.
Maintenance client will do, but then the material should be also good.
Yeah.
So it costs you at the initial level, but the later part, you are happy, you are done. I mean, you can enjoy the product, you can enjoy the thing.
Yeah.
So this is one of the office. If you see, there was some original art that we have used. You can see here.
Wow. Nice.
Now for this elevation, if I zoom it a little bit, client was so happy because client also has the good knowledge of interior.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy to work with this client also because they have the knowledge. So if we are on the same page wavelength,
Right.
if I explain something and the client understands fast,
Yeah.
we can move to the next level.
Agree.
Otherwise, I need to convince at the different level, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. So it's a problem. Here the scene was different. So if you notice the number of material here used, there's a glass,
Correct.
there's a metal, there's a veneer, there's a wallpaper, there's a marble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the sense, whatever material has been used in the entire office,
Yes.
all those material are used at the one single elevation.
Single one.
Nice.
And client, till date he said, I cannot imagine that everything can be at one place and so balancedly done that it looks super.
Looks amazing.
Nice. It's been very well done.
That's how the look of the two cabins open at a time. And here there's a partition. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
we
track
can
in
get
between. I
track.
think.
There's a track in between.
Yeah.
So when the thing goes up,
When
there
was
are
this
two
office
doors.
done, sir?
This was 2013.
Oh,
No one knew this kind of
Tracks and these kind of
partition
profiles
track
or
system
anything.
is there.
It was there, but it was not knowing in a big way where you can use, because in the hotels you have in banquets.
Right.
Yeah.
But those mechanisms are, in residences or offices are rarely used.
And people don't imagine how.
You cannot imagine that way how
Agreed.
and it works with a single finger. You can just open it with a one hand,
One hand.
Okay.
and it has the same feel on both the side with the leather
Right.
panel designs, everything. This is the close. partition image. When you close it, it looks like this. If you see this,
Wow.
it is closed.
And it folds in between.
It
and
folds
goes
in
inside.
between, so you cannot make out. And till date, the client is very close friend now.
Yeah.
And till date, when I go, I see it looks so fresh,
Yeah.
and I get the same compliment. Whoever is sitting with him, any client of him, and any client, he said that this is done 6 months back.
Oh.
The design, the
Yeah.
maintenance, yes, they're maintaining. The design also, it is so fresh. So that is the reason this is very close to mine, because in this I have done so much of detailing.
Right.
Because any design you do, go into the detail, has a life and it lasts you for years.
Agreed.
And I can guarantee this office can last another 20 years.
Oh.
Like this.
Seen your hospitality, we have seen your commercial. Now you want to see
Your
your
residential.
See,
Your
now,
magic
in this
now.
one more image in that same office,
Yeah.
if you see, this was their meeting room. This was around 10 feet long.
Okay.
There is no center pillar in between.
Okay.
And the 2% or 3% at a time can climb on that, and they can sit
Still
on
hold
that
on
also.
the weight. Still do everything.
Nothing goes wrong. If you see the leg here, it is only one leg here and rest is on the pillar here. This entire part is open.
nice.
Wow.
Because that was the criteria, because the number of people were 4 here and 4 here. If I put a leg in between, then there was no
Discomfort
space in
is-
between.
Yeah.
So I designed in a different way where the strength doesn't get compromised. The look is always fantastic. And you see, the top material that I have used is the Korean material.
Korean.
The same material I have used on the drawer also.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not painted or not laminate or something like that. It is all Korean.
Nice.
So maintenance wise, all one piece
Everything
look.
zero.
The color wise also one piece look. Everything is one piece.
Wow.
Amazing.
Now I'll show you the residence.
Yeah, we are very excited for that.
There was one image of one office that I want to show you.
Please, yes, sir.
This is not the same office, but the other office. Now this is the reception. Now here, the effort that I took in achieving this is like, this is a 3D Korean.
Okay.
In
Okay.
the sheet of Korean, we have done a 3D work.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the residence I've recently done up. This is around 4,000 square feet, 3,800
Nice.
on the higher floor of the South Bombay. And the client,
Crazy detailing.
client is the repeated client. I have done his earlier house also.
Okay.
Okay. Now earlier house was done in a different way, so the expectations were a little more high, and we don't want to do the same kind of same style or something. The style was different, so I said them that we'll use a neoclassical way, which has a more richness and which has a good life now, but in my way.
Okay.
Okay. So keeping in mind the concept, material that I have used, which has a life and easy to maintain, because the client specification was also this, that I want the maintenance free kind of a house where the less maintenance is there, the family is very small. So marble and other material that use on the wall, those are in a way where the approaching areas where the person can easily spoil, the walls get spoiled.
Right.
I've used those kind of material where easy to maintain, like
Maintenance is
any
very-
servant can just mop it with a
Mop it.
wet dry cloth and it's done. The house looks new.
It's
This is
very-
around 6 months back I have done, but if
wow.
today also if I go, I was there yesterday only,
Yeah.
it looks brand new.
And the detailings looks excellent.
And the detailing, if you see, the detailing, huge amount of detailing I have done, and nothing ready-made that I have used kind of a thing.
Okay.
Nothing,
Everything is
it's
in-house.
all design, it's as per the decor, customized what we need. Like there are few things which are readily available, but I have not used those because I need certain things which are not readily, person can see, okay, this is there in the market kind of a
Okay.
thing.
You try to.
I try to be
Like
different.
off the shelf.
Off the shelf kind of thing. That is very easy way of doing the thing, and I always try to give my client something, new money, new design. It's like that way. New dollar, so
new money.
new dollar,
New dollar, new design.
new dollar, new design. So, and he is thrilled. He is very happy with the design, the decor which has turned out. He is very good. Now, that's the other angle.
Nice.
In
This
this
is very beautiful.
house, the living room has been around 1,200 square feet,
Oh wow. That's
where the area has been divided into living, formal living,
okay.
informal which has a home theatre, and a dining.
Okay.
Okay.
But the entire place looks one. So that was the client's requirement, that I want to keep the living room big and one piece look.
Okay.
Wow. And in a one size. So that we have achieved. But keeping in mind the area's requirement, like what areas need what kind of design.
What is behind the TV, sir?
That's a leather
The
panel.
paneling.
Nice.
The
That's the
detailing is
leather
very
panel.
strong.
And these are each individual panels.
Okay.
Okay.
Client was happy with the one piece stitch panel, but I have done individual panels for each. But in the sense, if I would have done the whole thing in one sheet, he would be happy. But he was not knowing what I am doing, and I got it from my the contractor, each and every piece separate.
Nice.
So it gets that detail and depth,
More
in
depth
that, more depth in that.
I think hosiery work, not a lot of people are doing this. When you say you design things which is in the future, I feel now this is the current trend now. People are moving towards hosiery now. That's there.
The depth which we were talking about,
Yeah.
you see this?
Yeah, yeah. This looks
The
amazing.
passage.
I'm very
And there's a painting
Painting
behind.
There's a
which is
painting
fascinating.
inside here, which I can see from at least 40 to 50 feet away. And I can still feel like I'm going inside,
Towards
inside
infinity.
infinity. And that was the entry to the bedroom.
Nice.
Okay. So when the
doesn't feel
door is
like it
open,
feels-
when the door is open, I can see that I can go inside. The depth is there. So
Depth.
illusion has been created.
but it's a perfect
I
illusion
always
for
love
that
to
space.
create certain
But that's a
illusions.
perfect illusion to that specific
Exactly.
space you've used.
Yeah, because no, it has been created for this particular.
Okay.
It's not
Purposefully.
that okay, this has fit this place. It's
Okay,
not that.
okay.
We have searched so many artistic work,
artists.
and this is done by artists.
Okay.
So I got it done from the artist, and this was a perfect piece for this place, which is justifying the decor
agree.
also.
It's very, very
Was it
fascinating.
justifying, sir?
Now this is again a media room where the home theater is there. The sofa sitting is all, if you see the colors,
Yeah.
It's all
though it is in the living room part extension, but the colors are differently done. So when the person sits here, he doesn't feel like he's in a formal living room. He don't need to sit as a
The vibe
formal.
changes of that
The
person.
vibe
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah.
Though you are in the same room, same area,
Right.
the 50 feet here and 50 feet here,
It makes
the vibes changes. You don't need to be more sophisticated. You can chill out aram se, enjoy the cricket or the IPL or whatever that you are seeing, or the movie.
Nice.
So if you see the artifacts also, if you see
complement the
complementing, it's like X and 0. This is also selected for this particular table. It was not for any other table.
Oh,
When the friends or the families are sitting around, they can play with this.
Nice.
Now that's in dining area.
very fascinating lights.
The light has been selected. After selecting so many things, then we landed up with this is the only thing which is going to look good, because I want to give a different look when the light is not on.
Right.
Otherwise also it should look like a piece of art.
It was very gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's
too
not
much
hitting
flashy
you
on the
and too
eyes.
much flashy.
it's
It's
very
not
gentle.
metal, because I have used a lot other way metals and other things.
I think it's,
So
it's,
here
it's a
it-
net or something.
yeah,
just
subtle.
see-through.
It's
It has
a fabric
or a
feel.
net, yeah.
So, and it's like a butterfly, with the wings and other thing, which looks good. Otherwise, you need to figure it out where the light is. When you stand there, you need to figure it out where the light is. It's that way. A lot of leather work here on the side is done to complement the walls. Now I'll come to the bathroom, master bathroom of the same place.
I'm in love with this project.
These projects.
Now here,
Nice.
it's a huge detailing done in the bathroom. If you see,
Right.
on the side when you see,
Right.
this is a golden paint finish.
Paint.
It's not a metal, it's not a laminate or not
Okay.
something. This is achieved in paint.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
But it makes out, it's give you a feeling like it's a metal, golden matte finish thing.
I thought it's a metal.
Metal. It
I
comes
have
out as
to,
a metal.
I normally usually tell my clients that this is the paint.
Paint.
So at least they realize and they knows why it is paint. Sometimes they get scared in the bathroom, paint and all those
Paint and
things.
all.
But then before applying all this thing, we get assurance from the painter also and do the needful, whatever is needed. So it doesn't get spoiled in the bathroom.
Wow.
Everything is tried and tested and then it's done to achieve. Because what I want in the result, for that I need to go to the extreme level.
Final
You need
detailing.
to do the proper
But
R&D
final
before choosing
detailing
the
of
product.
Yeah,
everything, every
then
area.
you achieve this. Otherwise, difficult to achieve.
Right.
And client was little what I said. He loves little more detailed design, and
Okay.
he want this time different thing which is more luxurious.
Okay.
So for that luxury, detailing is always an added complemented thing, which is if you see this bathroom,
Yeah, this is
the same
amazing,
bathroom.
The way
You see this. It has a
the
depth.
way the veins have been matched and
Beautiful.
If you
everything
see,
offset
if you
created.
see the character of this,
the vein has been through and through.
and the
These
ceiling.
are actual images, huh?
These are actual images. You
site
see,
images.
you see the ceiling.
Ceiling.
But bathroom, in the bathroom, I mean, people don't go into so much of detail in the bathroom,
Right.
ceiling and detailing and other things. Simplifies the thing and just goes off. But when a client wants some richness in the look also,
Right. This
that design should complement.
Yeah.
That things should be added. Otherwise, the plain ceiling will not look good.
look good.
Crazy.
And also, if you see, the bathroom size is a little big. So, I don't want to fill up everything with the marble and other thing.
Right.
This part, if you see, this is an artistic tile.
Nice.
Oh,
This is
very
not
nice.
the wallpaper or nothing like that, or no artistic. So, tile as one feature which is not going to spoil.
Yeah.
And
Maintenance free.
maintenance free. And the second thing, this is opposite the shower area. So,
Okay.
it is like a piece of art opposite the shower area,
Beautiful.
giving the break to the bathroom.
And very thoughtful to apply which part on which
Yeah,
area of the
exactly.
bathroom.
Correct.
I think I'm experiencing it for the first time that someone has got this much
So much
detailed
detailing,
work.
every corner of the house.
Because we've
everything
seen
is
lot
covered,
lot of projects that we've seen. I don't want to name because we come across a lot of architects and interior designers that we worked with. But this kind of detailing, I think.
Also, as a personality, we've not come across someone who's very traditional with his methodology
Yeah.
and equally experimental with his design.
I agree.
Because normally it's one way or the other. The swing is either towards traditionalism
I
or
agree.
towards modernity or experimenting with
yeah.
everything. So,
You have to, because computers and everything is there to support you.
right,
But they can't be, you override you.
right.
AI can design certain extent. AI doesn't know your brain is what you want. AI can do everything what AI wants, not you want.
Correct.
So AI cannot be a designer.
They
That's
can
why it
help
is
you, they
called
can't be you.
artificial intelligence.
They can help you, they can't be you.
They can help you. Yeah.
They can't be you.
Correct. Now this is the master bedroom.
Beautiful.
Very,
Beautiful.
very soothing to the eyes, the colors and all.
Now the wall, the art also has been selected and done by the artist. It's not off the shelf we have purchased. something.
Even the arts have been.
Yeah, it is matching to the decor, the color, the thread and everything. A lot of experiment has been done, then we achieve this color and everything. So a lot of redo work has been done by the artist to achieve this. If you see, the leather panels are done on the wall, backside, to give that simplicity and elegance as a scale and the size.
That wall itself on which you have the
Paint and the art.
the art,
Yeah.
that wall itself with the entire paneling looks so amazing.
It stands out separately.
Yeah. It feels like it's it's
Separately.
You know the beauty in this, there is a door behind.
okay.
In the panel you cannot make out. There is a duct.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So to achieve, keeping in mind the duct, and that duct has to be openable. And the society's norm has to be followed.
Okay.
We follow all the strict rules of the society, whatever is there.
Okay.
Don't deviate from that, but at the same time, don't compromise on the design. So how to achieve
You're
that?
saying behind this artwork and all, you have a
Not behind. There is a door in front. You cannot make out. There is a door here, visible door. It's not behind.
Okay.
It's there in front, but it is impossible to make out.
Okay.
It is that way. So it is easy for a client to know when there is a service part. Just remove the painting and
Use
get
it for
done and just
maintenance
use
purpose and all.
close it.
Crazy.
Crazy. Good detail.
So these things, takes time, and but when you achieve it, yes,
it's a satisfying.
It is satisfying that okay. See, I always prefer when you design something, you design, conceptualize, and keep the thing ready.
Right.
Then you work it out how to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't think that how you will do it and then you stop. You get scared that this will not happen only. ये तो होगा ही नहीं मेरे से अभी. So then you will stop designing. So first you design, you scroll like Zaha did. She designs. Every design has a scroll.
Yeah.
Then the computer decide, graph decide, then the engineer decide how to achieve that.
Yeah.
Right.
So that is how, I mean, you finalize the design, then you work it out, working drawings. So I don't rely and depend on the contractor teams to get it done as a technically that they find out the way.
Yeah.
I show them how.
You have to be first
how
free
to
from
do
your
it.
inhibitions and then start designing.
Yeah,
and then
sometimes
the
they
things
get
will keep on following.
they get surprised when I show them the method that this is what happened, this is how you can do it.
Right.
And that time they said, okay, yes, this is possible.
The first time I'm experiencing what 30 years of experience
talks.
speaks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keeping
it's
traditional and
crazy,
experimental
crazy,
at the same
crazy,
page.
Crazy.
Now, this is their walk-in closet of the same master bedroom.
Nice.
This is amazing.
Now here they have wardrobes of his and her on the both the side with the central island in between, where both of them are sharing the storage
Space
also, and they have a lovely view behind.
Right.
But the space itself, is quite decently done and
Very
usable
neat
in
and
a
very
way
clean,
that
yeah.
it give you that happiness and the grandness. That is what they.
It's
they
very neatly
wanted,
designed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again,
Detailing.
Detailing is
you
everything.
see, because the bathroom was an extension of the walk-in closet.
Okay.
So when the person enters from one room to other, transit is happening, then he should not feel like he is entering into the showroom
New space
Okay.
or
where every room has like a gallery,
right.
different gallery. I don't believe in that kind of design
The
where the rooms
continuation.
looks like a gallery and the showroom.
100
It has a story and it should look
Connectivity.
like a movie.
continuation.
Like or like a song,
Yeah.
If any instrument or any dialogue of the movie is different, then the story goes for the toss. Suddenly, so I always try to focus and concentrate where the story looks like a proper story.
Wow.
Amazing. huh?
This is another bedroom of the same apartment.
Okay.
Now, as I told you, like this is for the son's bedroom,
Okay.
still to married.
Okay.
Okay. Earlier, which I have shown you is the master bedroom.
Correct.
Okay. Keeping in mind the age is the mid-age, not old age or not young age, it's the mid-age. So the colors were very welcoming for next 5 years, 10 years down the line that were making him feel young. That was the idea. Like if you see the colors, the person will feel young.
Young. Okay.
Here, the son is around 23, 24, 25 years.
Right.
Okay. So bold and the strong. So I have used a dark grey color, which is more near to the black.
Okay.
And a strong color, which give the statement that this is a strong, young look.
It resonates towards the personality of whom
Yes.
you're designing, so
Absolutely.
it makes more.
So it relates. When you design for a particular person, you need to understand what age and what are the tastes and other things.
Nice. I like how the pink is also incorporated in the whole.
Yes.
And it's a very small
See
element,
this?
but complementing everything.
This is the only color and only place where I have used pink in the entire room to highlight that as a romantic color and to complement the grey color. Because the flooring
And
is
mellow
white.
down the grey. If the
Mellow down the grey and the person see, wow, this is a table which is something different out of the box.
Nice.
Very nice.
Now you see here, there's a TV panel entertainment wall of the same room. Now here, this is not MDF, this is done it from the Korean.
Oh, wow.
So 3D work has been done on the Korean. It has been designed in a way that it continues on the sides. If you see,
Nice.
Everything's been,
it is one piece thing.
wow.
It's not on the side is different and the front is different.
Nice.
It took a lot of time to get the same
I'm
scale,
sure.
The drawing, the design,
the
the detailing.
scrolls and the proportion that I wanted,
Right.
which were not getting achieved in the drawing. Then ultimately we achieved. Then the production started and the production took a lot of time. Then installation started. Installation also, when the things happen at this corner, when you see this,
Right.
it's different. To achieve this, it's a challenge.
Right.
When you cut in two parts and join it, this is not a marble where you join and polish it and the thing is done.
Correct.
This is a 3D design.
Okay. So everything,
So it was a challenge and then ultimately we achieved it.
Nice.
But
this is very detailed.
this is something, it's detail and nothing off the shelf. This is something in the same son's room. We are entering into the walk-in closet, where when you enter, you can see the bathtub at the other end,
Okay.
overlooking the window.
Okay.
So bathtub is in the walk-in closet itself. It's not in the part of the
Part of the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Okay.
So it gives that openness and the grandness
And a bigger space feel.
and a bigger space feel. Yeah. So both the sides, there's the his and her wardrobes are there. Again for the same son, who's going to get married in the near
Okay.
future. So for that, and to give that romantic feel, you know, the bathtub has been done in his room,
Nice.
not in the master. Master has been given a grandness.
Correct.
And in this room, this is more of a romantic feel. No?
Yeah.
When he wants to use it at the weekend or something like that, just curtains are sheer curtains, just close it
Just close and have a.
and enjoy the bathtub with a nice soft music or something. See,
Nice.
Very nice.
client was so thrilled and happy and see the
It's
final
gonna be-
product. He,
Everyone will be
Happy?
excited to have him. He'll be on the top of the world for such
Happy is
a
an
time.
understatement.
He will be overwhelmed for a couple of days. He's like, is it real for me?
even the wardrobes, when I have used the wardrobe, no, in the wardrobe material that I have used is a leather,
Okay.
not original leather. It's an artificial leather.
Correct.
But it took a lot of time of the carpenter to get it achieve that. But when you touch it,
The feel is.
it's not a laminate.
Okay.
It is a leather feel laminate. But when you touch it,
gives that
it has a softness.
softness.
So that is something, and you see the color. It's orange terracotta color. So grey and terracotta again is a bold color.
Yeah.
And a marble to maintain the stuff with the backdrop. Now you see here, this is done by artists.
Okay, this painting is.
This is done by artists. What color we want, that also we have selected. How many scrolls you want.
Okay.
Intensity of the scrolls, like more, less.
Wow.
Couple of redos are done. Then we achieve. Then we have done a lot of color experiment. Then we achieve this. So
It takes a lot of.
yeah, it takes a lot
efforts
of time, but then you get satisfied. Okay, this is the final product is looking something good.
Nice, huh?
Very interesting. Intrigued by this kind of
Yeah.
information.
This is the same son's bathroom.
Okay.
Now you see this little dramatical and different color. Again, here the bold color has been used. There are few colors that I have experimented, but in a different way where nothing goes above and or hits your head that okay, so many things are happening.
Nice.
Like orange terracotta, this is the dark green. This looks amazing, and this mirror, this entire frame, this is all in wood with a metal finish paint.
Okay.
This is a metal finish paint.
Okay.
Very nice.
This is a paint company called ICA. It's from Italy.
Yeah.
They have the fantastic color options and
With
the
metal
finish and
paints, I
everything.
think they are the best.
Got beautiful Ika, I think it's
Ika
amazing.
painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's by Pedilite
It's
or
Ika.
Pedalite.
Pedilite is from
Pedilite.
Yeah.
So I use them a lot in my projects, and
Okay.
that company I can vouch and trust like anything. So something very close to my heart.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of experiment with those paints and other things.
I feel that we are honored to see something like this and discuss things with you, because this is not something
Something
which
to
is-
a lot of learn and understand.
and this is not normal, to be very honest. I think
I love a lot of detailings, and I
That's-
play with the material in a different way that, see, for me is like I told you, any material that you're using, you should give a respect and justification to that material first.
Right.
Like for example, if you are using a marble or as a marble tile, for example.
Yeah.
So that tile has a marble print.
Yeah.
You can't use it as a tile.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise it looks like a tile.
Tile.
There is no fun.
Yeah.
Just applying the thing and getting away, the thing is not. So I do a lot of research in getting into all this thing and achieve what I want. When you're using a stone finish tile or maybe a plaster finish or concrete finish,
Yeah.
that means that you don't want to show it as a tile.
Right.
Concrete as a wall. So
has
show
to
it like in concrete.
Achieved in a concrete.
Yeah, achieve in a different way. So something what I always play with all the material, like whatever I have the knowledge and I try to understand them. First I understand the material,
Love it. Yeah.
understand the story and the history of that material, how it has been used earlier also and can be used in a future way.
Yeah.
So it takes time. So I tell always that new design, new client, new design. So every client has a
New
new
dollar,
thing,
new design.
new thing to see.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So no repetition kind of a thing.
I
I
agree.
don't prefer and
Right.
believe in repetition. See, instead of taking numbers of projects, you do limited thing where you can spend your time.
And you can
But
execute
do
in a
the
perfect way.
proper thing where
To the T.
to the T. Yes, I believe in going to the T.
Simple question. If your design style was an ice cream flavor, what flavor it would be? Or which flavor it would be?
It will be chocolate
Okay.
with some dry fruit.
Okay.
So it has that chocolate as a trend, as a young feel, and dry fruit has a richness.
Okay.
Nice.
Maybe almonds and cashew nuts with the
Cashews.
chocolates. all those things.
Nice. Okay, cool. If your design studio, okay, had a theme song,
Theme song.
which song it would be?
Theme song related to the design.
Design studio.
Studio,
आपकी
studio.
ऑफिस का थीम सॉन्ग.
Okay. Never thought of.
You have to think now. Hamper steak पे.
Well, I'm little weak in searching the songs and other things. So
Still, what comes first thing in your mind जब आप अपनी टीम को एक साथ देखते हो तो? Which song comes in your mind?
You want, you can think and you can ask this again.
Yeah, if you want to, but
Yeah, if it's.
yeah, let me think.
perfect, cool. All right, we'll come to
Things
this.
goes
ठीक है.
into the mind. I'll just.
Perfect. If your job title was a superhero name, कौन सा superhero होगा वो?
Indian or the
Anything
up
is
to you.
fine. We have someone on the podcast who said Hanuman also.
something like Shaktiman.
All right, nice, cool, okay. If
Though
your
I haven't
design,
seen the Shaktiman, never seen a kind
The
of.
whole.
Yeah. The sun that time.
Okay.
used to see. So I know certain things. The Shaktiman is someone who,
perfect,
who
cool.
can solve the problems.
But he's the first one who's an Indian origin superhero.
Superhero.
Yeah. If your designs were a season, which season it would be?
Spring.
Spring. All right, okay.
Fresh flowers and fresh thing.
Okay.
So I always get energized seeing those colors, and as I said, colors are bold colors at the weekend and the fresh colors in the weekdays.
All right.
So all
okay.
those inspired,
Okay. What's the weirdest source of inspiration that you have drawn from for your project? Weirdest source. मतलब ऐसा ना कि कोई सोच भी नहीं सकता और मैंने इससे इंस्पिरेशन ले लिया.
Where I was working earlier, I have understood how he used to work and what he used to. That Nozarwadia, where
Correct.
I was working, I have heard that once he went to the Chor Bazaar, he regularly goes to the Chor Bazaar for good furniture, antique furniture, some collections and everything,
Correct.
and which is very good.
Yeah.
So when I was there, that time I heard he went to Chor Bazaar and he bought some metal rods of the old structure.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have the detail of those, but those are from the broken structure.
Okay.
Okay.
The bars like 8 mm or
Right.
10 mm or 12 mm, something like that.
Steel
And
bars.
those were steel bars, and something were bent and something like that. He bought those, or he must have ordered to the site,
Correct.
and he took it to the site, and from that he has created some structure in his project,
Okay.
and that has become the fantastic design element.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is something always give me inspiration that anything, whether it's Chor Bazaar or maybe a Bangarwala or something, your eyes should have the vision to see in a different way.
yeah.
That is why you are a creator.
Correct.
Okay.
As a designer, that is your responsibility to see that product in a different way.
Yeah.
Right.
Just lift it up from there. Use it in a way that you want. You make it like a more creative wow thing. So that is something always I always remember those certain things which always inspired me. When we design, whether I am using in a same fashion or same way or to the same limit, I don't know. But yes,
If your designs were a famous work of art, an artistic work, what you will relate to more?
as a style or
Style, anything.
Or artist or
Artist,
style, whichever.
style, anything.
see, I told you that I am not a fixed styler kind of thing.
Correct.
So
Okay.
every design
Correct.
has a different statement. So it is difficult to judge on one particular thing.
Okay.
Right.
But I always want to design something out of the box,
Okay.
Right.
which has not been visualized or not been thought of. It becomes a style.
Describe your ideal workspace in 3 words. Any 3 words. Ideal workspace. जहाँ पे आप काम कर सकते हैं बैठ के, but it's an ideal workspace for you. You need basic those 3 things to start working. बाकी आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा तो भी चलेगा.
One is pencil,
Okay.
positive vibes,
Okay.
and a positive place where I can sit on any place.
Okay.
I am not finicky that I can sit here and only design.
Okay.
That ideas come here only.
Okay.
It's not that way.
अच्छा.
Because a lot of the time I have the pencil in my hand and it is wireless connected with the brain.
Okay.
Many times I hold the pencil in hand and then I am talking with many people also.
Okay.
Right.
So I always feel, and pencil has a good connection. That is the reason I always tell my team also and everybody that you should not forget the pencil.
If you want to give the design fraternity a piece of advice or a feedback, आप क्या देंगे?
To the one who are into design recently, like a newcomer or the fresher, or at the age where they have just taken the experience of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Okay. See, I have started my business at 12, 14, 12 or 13 years, after 12 years of experience.
Okay.
Then I have started the 12 or 14 years of experience. So it is not going to come overnight. Like 2 साल में आप डिज़ाइनर बन के आपको ये इतना आता है, 3D रेंडर करना चालू कर दिया, you are not a 3D. You have to give dedicated time to one place where you are getting the complete product,
Yeah.
where you are learning design, you get opportunity to design, you get opportunity to go to the site, you get opportunity to go to the material selection with the boss. That is the right place.
Yeah. Exposure.
Exposure. In the simple word.
Yeah.
And that you should not leave, because मैं अभी ये काफ़ी टाइम मैंने ये सुना भी है, देखा भी है, and I have experienced that many young, they get fed up. 2 साल काम किया, बस अभी I need a change. What change is this? You are not into the IT industry or a bank where you need a promotion from one bank to other. वो वहाँ पे 5% बढ़ा देगा और you are on the same line. You are artist. First of all, you have to understand you are artist, and if you like that style,
Right.
or understand that style, you need to spend time वहाँ पे 3-4 साल टाइम स्पेंड नहीं करोगे ना आप,
You won't able to get the
तो हर साल 2 साल के बाद अगर आर्किटेक्ट चेंज करोगे तो यू आर नोवेयर.
right.
इट्स सिंपल. हाँ, लिसनली यू वांट टू लर्न. एक आर्किटेक्ट के यहाँ पे ये सीख लिया, साइट एग्जीक्यूशन सीख लिया,
Correct.
Right.
you are not getting an opportunity to work on the drawing. For example, there are few architects, there are many architects, not few. They have a dedicated team for the site, dedicated team for the drawings.
Correct.
So over there, you may not get a chance to learn what you want to. वहाँ पे सीखा 1-2 साल कर दिया, ठीक है, but where you are getting everything together, whether there is architect is small or big is a different story.
Correct.
You should not leave him at all for at least 4-5 years. Understand with them 4-5-10 projects. 5-6 प्रोजेक्ट अगर कंप्लीट कर दिया ना, then you understand
Right.
कि वो आर्किटेक्ट क्यों कर रहा है और क्या कर रहा है. That is the best way.
Yeah.
And many are missing this. Many young generation is missing this, and that is absolutely wrong. And they are not going to gain anything.
And for the people who have already achieved something, उनके लिए क्या feedback है for your design fellows?
Those who have achieved something, either they are doing better than me or they are growing.
Yeah.
So it is not something that I can tell them that okay, you do this and that, because
Yeah.
the way I am doing, I have certain principle that I have drawn my line and I am doing it that way.
Correct.
Same way they must be having. That is the reason they are successful
Yeah.
to the level whatever they are.
Right.
Correct.
So all the best to them also.
Okay. All right.
And when we meet many of my colleagues, senior or junior or the same level, in many parties and many functions, and we really enjoy. We see and we recollect those days, and we really see that okay, ये भी बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है, मैं भी अच्छा कर रहा हूँ, या ये भी अच्छा कर रहा है, he is doing much better. So we appreciate.
Nice. ये वाला ना sir, it's very simple, but I want to understand what answer you give. If your design were a board game खेलते हैं हम लोग. If your designs were a board game, which board game it would be?
Chess,
Nice. Okay. Black and white.
black and white.
Okay. Nice.
Reason is like every step needs a thought. You have to think before placing any
Yeah.
piece of design or a piece of decision.
Okay.
Every step has a repercussion. If your step is right, you reach to the level. Otherwise, you have to come back.
It's a nice one. Huh?
Nice.
Okay. Most unexpected challenge that you have faced till date at any of your site or any of your project?
Nothing as such. Nothing as such so
Right.
far, because challenges are something, any and every project has certain kind of challenges in terms of client as a nature, or in terms of site, some execution on site problems and other things like that. Those are part and parcel of the design.
Okay.
So I take it as a positive note, on the positive note, and
Okay.
we take it that way. But terms of design, when I said that I have my capacity of X and I go to the 5X,
Right.
so that is a challenge, and that challenge only for me,
Okay.
not for my office, so not for the client, or not for anybody else.
Nice.
And I go for it.
Okay.
Giving you the example,
Yeah, please.
I was working, I will not give the name, I was with some architect as an associate. Everybody has their own capacity. Okay, when I joined with him, and there was X capacity, another thing. Then I said, you start taking a larger project if you get, then this what you are doing,
Which means larger scale of project.
larger scale of projects. I'll handle it.
Okay.
अभी मैं वहाँ पे जॉइंट हुआ हूँ,
Right.
या उनके साथ काम कर रहा हूँ, उनकी कैपेसिटी है, तो वो कैपेसिटी के साथ मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, एंड देन आई एम गिविंग हिम दैट फ्रीडम टू थिंक बियॉन्ड हिज बाउंड्रीज. तो मेरी बाउंड्री तो इट वाज मच लेसर देन हिज बाउंड्री.
Right.
So that's how
Nice.
I grown, and
Whereas-
I make him grow.
That's nice.
Okay. And this is a question which is now, because speaking to you, this is not from the script but
And
customized.
there was one project which we didn't got the project and design. There was some office project was there. So far what I have done was like with him, like 1,000, 2,000, 2,500 square feet kind of an office size.
Correct.
Because of the conversation and other thing, and he had a good contacts and other thing, he got an opportunity of 40,000 square feet.
Okay.
Huge.
I said,
That's a big office.
he said, you will do. I said, you take it. बाकी मैं संभाल लूँगा. So you jump. जो होगा, लेकिन we have designed in a nice, fantastic way. The project was super designed. I was like, it was amazing. One of the nice concepts that we have designed. Unfortunately, that project didn't happen only because that client has sold the property
Okay.
somehow. Otherwise, that was
Uh,
2,000 and 40,000, 3,000 and 40,000. There is no relation.
10x.
It's 10 time.
multiplication है ही नहीं उसके अंदर.
हाँ. And entire office, I made everybody on work. करना है, पूरा करना है.
No, this is something which is, like I was saying, it's not from the script. This is something new, because I have a question which is for the other people, but for you, because you design things which is from the future. This is what I will say, that this trend is going to come.
Yeah.
One trend, design trend, it could be anything that you feel कि ये 5 साल बाद वापस come back करेगा. जैसे terrazzos बीच में बाहर हो गए थे, अभी फिर से terrazzos वापस आ गए. One design trend that will make a comeback 5 years down the line.
See, recently, since last 4 years or last 5 years, that neoclassical has come to the
Right.
Correct.
concept. When I have started learning, when I entered into this industry, that time the classical was the trend.
Correct.
So after 25 years, again it has come back.
Correct.
So this is going to stay for at least another 10 years
Okay.
Okay.
with the metal colors and other thing. So
Okay.
at least next 10 years this is there.
Okay.
When the person will get fed up,
Then
again they'll go to the straight minimalistic. There's no in between. Because saturation period will come after 10 years, not immediately.
Acha. So then minimalistic will be the new thing.
But still a time.
Okay, cool. Last question. I think this is something which is what I want to learn from you. One design tip that you want to give to the people who are watching.
You design with different thought process every time,
Correct.
different ideas. If you don't repeat the same thing, then there are less chance of doing the same mistake again.
Okay.
So when you are experimenting, you know that you are experimenting, then you are more alert
Right.
on detailing and working out that thing. There are certain details which are standard in technicality.
Correct.
Certain designs are not close to the heart because you don't know that.
Right.
And you are adapting that as a design.
Correct.
And you are implementing and convincing to the client that this is. And many times clients said, ये तो मैंने कहीं देखा ही नहीं है. I said, मैं वही करना है जो नहीं देखा है. क्यों करना क्या है? सेम टू सेम करके क्या फायदा? अगर देखा है आपने तो what is the fun?
Okay.
Right.
You just trust me. As I shown you that Indian sitting part,
Correct.
Right.
everything was there earlier also. I have done new way. And then I said, there you leave it up to me. And they said, this is the best part. So like, you have to trust yourself as a designer. That is a tip. That if you don't trust, then you cannot convince.
Right.
Okay.
You can't just go by the client's word that ये अच्छा लग रहा है या अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, because they have their limited knowledge.
Correct.
Right.
अगर उनको सब आता है तो हमारी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती. और हमारी ज़रूरत है, that means they have certain parameters where they don't want to take a chance and they respect, okay, these people can do the better job.
Perfect.
Correct?
Nice. Good thing.
So the tip is like that. And I personally feel that if you are into profession, then respect that. When the client said, मुझे ये भी आता है, वो भी आता है, that is not right.
Right.
Okay.
Because why we are hired?
Yeah.
Because they cannot do that.
Yeah.
And when you trust your architect, of course, the product will be super fine. But when you enter into everything, that this we can do, this we can do, this we can do, it will not happen.
Yeah.
And this is the advice to the client also, those who want to get the house done from any architect.
Right.
You have to trust. There are many projects where I have done the fantastic job only on the trust of the client.
Yeah.
आप कर लो, इसके हिसाब से आपने किया, आपको मालूम है ना कैसे करना है. We are going with your word. Those projects are super hit projects for client, not for the neighbors. Neighbors आके बोलेगा क्या बना है, I don't care. अगर client certifies me, no, this is the best thing and we are happy. I am happy with that certificate. I don't believe in neighbors, whether the neighbor is superhero or XYZ, but I have done for somebody.
Yeah.
Right. And he is happy. That
He's
solves
happy.
the purpose.
But then client need to trust.
So the tip is that you have to trust your designer or trust anyone that you are hiring.
Because you are hiring. So why you are hiring? Because you cannot do.
You have to fill some blanks.
So when you are hiring somebody, then you have to trust.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Song that you was asking me, which song?
Please, yeah.
So we can have.
I have only two words. I don't remember the full song, but that is very close to my heart, that song.
Yeah.
And I am a hardcore fan of Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay.
Since I don't even know the other things since then. How I became the hardcore fan, when I was very small, like maybe 3-4 years old. And my father used to go with the friends in the parties of the Bollywoods that time. So he had a click photograph with Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor that time
Okay.
for Diwar, Silver Jubilee party.
Okay.
Those photographs were there with him. And I saw, and that time Amitabh Bachchan, my father's friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
We assume that he's the friend. In the clothes also small, when kids, those stars movies, the stars pictures were there, like right now the heroes are there.
Yeah.
So I became a hardcore fan from then
Okay.
till date.
Okay.
Okay, my father is a friend of Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay.
So that is the reason I remember this song. And I love all movies of Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay.
This song is like, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है.
Nice.
This is for my design purpose.
Yeah.
So like, I don't
The
remember
whole
the full
songs.
song. Yeah, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Cool. I think That's it for the rapid fire
So
round.
this
Thank
hamper
you
is
so
mine.
much. Yeah, that hamper is yours. Varun, sir,
You
please.
do the honors.
please.
I hope I have given the right answer.
Honor to host you again.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure
Thank you.
having you.
Thanks
Please,
a
it's
lot.
not the end, sir.
Thank you.
So we are here at the final conclusion. Just a small feedback. You've been to the store at Luxe Surfaces. What's your feeling? What's your opinion or
See,
thoughts about the
before
whole
we
space?
started this conversation, I was just going through the place.
Right.
What is the plus point that I like? The first of all is the entrance and the ambience,
Right.
which welcomes the client or the architect, and the scale,
Right.
which is not claustrophobic, not cluttered with the samples and other thing,
Right.
and it has international vision.
Okay.
It is showing like in a larger scale,
Right.
where you can see the material.
Mm-hmm.
Not so close to the product, but you can see it from far also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because your tiles are 9 by 5 and 10 by 5,
5.
so it needs a depth to see.
Right.
So that has been achieved by your designer team
Yeah.
in a very nicely, and your product has been displayed in a very different way, and it is explaining by itself. I'll put it that way.
Right.
Any product that the shopkeeper or the showroom put,
Right.
you don't need to justify that.
Yeah.
That this is what I have done and this is what this.
Right.
When I see the product, okay, this is what it is.
Right.
My theory is that.
Yeah, of course.
So that has been done in a way where I can understand the product in a detailed way, and the thing has been memorized properly, that whenever I have to use certain product, I know that, okay, I have seen something like this or something, this what I want, you can do it.
Yeah.
As a Lux surface can do that.
Yeah.
So for me, this place is very good, and I definitely recommend to everybody, as a designer also and as a client also, to see at least once before they start any interior projects or the architecture projects also.
Yeah.
Because you have the external
Yes,
products
we do,
also,
we do.
what I have seen and understood,
Yeah.
and some very nice detailed designer pieces also there.
Yeah.
So everybody should come once and see the place. I am recommending from bottom of my heart.
Yeah, thank you.
And what's the feedback? Because we are always in a
Yeah, what's the
moment to
feedback to the
improve
store?
and think,
The
get
feed,
improvement feedback.
Yeah. One thing that you liked about our store. One product that you like.
I like many tiles and many products,
Yeah.
and many textures.
One thing that will stay with you, at least for today.
The tile which I forgot the name, which has 3 textures in that.
Patagonia.
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 Yeah.
It has a different character, different finish in the same single piece.
Yeah.
That gives a different character.
Thank you so much.
That is very nice. And that can be used in a different way, you know.
Yeah.
It can be on the top also, on the wall also.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. I think that's the end of the
End of it.
podcast. One thing that you want to know, how was your experience at KYAD?
Right. Yeah.
अब ये podcast के लिए, Lux Surfaces के लिए नहीं. We want to understand from you, how was your experience? How did you feel on KYAD?
This is a good initiative that you guys have started with. And now, as India is growing internationally,
Right.
everybody knows. So this should have been done long back.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is now we have to grow in a 3x, 4x speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is the right time and this is the right initiative that you have taken.
Yeah.
Let the world knows what India is and what designers
Indian
of
designers
India
can
can do, and
I agree.
the youngster, those who are into design right now, or those who want to become a designer, or those who are already have certain season experience.
Yeah.
Everybody feel happy
Yeah.
once they see and the things like this happening.
Yeah.
So something like this should happen with other brands also in a different way,
Yeah.
in artistic for the artist and for the design.
Right.
Yeah.
But encouragement comes and awareness comes.
Yeah.
There are 2 ways. It's an encouragement and awareness.
Correct.
Like
100%.
experience like what we have, we can always give them encouragement,
Yeah.
Right.
and the youngster always get awareness that this is the thing which are
Lots
happening.
of shared wisdom.
Lots of information that are shared.
And
So what problem we have faced, if we share,
Right.
they will not do that, and they will face some other problem, but at least not the same one. So it is always good. New challenges. And I am always believing in taking the challenges
Yeah.
and suggest everybody come out of your comfort zone, whatever your comfort zone is, and take the larger 3-time, 4-time challenge. You know, the advantage in this is like, if I'm taking 4-time or 5-time challenge, okay, for any reason that doesn't happen,
Right.
you'll end up with from X to 2X.
Right.
Yeah. At least 1.5x.
1.5.
No, X to 2X. That means you have double up your capacity.
Yeah.
You attempted for 4x, you attempted, you
If
got
you
2x.
go to the double X only, then you'll end up with 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, not 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how, when you land up to 2,
Yeah.
then you try for 8, 10. So you go to 6, 4.
4.
So that's how you grow. It's a graph doesn't go, I may
One way.
not get the 5-time success
Yeah.
in one shot. But then what I am, I can do double.
100%.
So that's how, this is like those who understand the business and other things, this is like a business formula.
Right.
You have to take the challenge. Creativity, you have to slog your ass.
Yeah.
This is a creative line. It is not 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 job. For any newcomer or those who are fresher or maybe 5 years, 6 years experience, they know the thing and understand that you spend time. Success is not overnight. It's not a product that you are selling and one product get successful.
Yeah.
It's like ideas. You have to sell every day.
100%.
New ideas. If you are not repeating like new dollar, new idea. So
We
you have to.
this now.
If that dialogue stays for long, it's going to many people. New dollar, new design.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
a lot,
over.
sir.
Thanks
sir.
a lot
Let's end of the
for
podcast.
inviting
You've
me.
been amazing with us, sir. Thank you so much for coming over.
Thank you very
Hope
much.
to work with you soon, sir.
Yeah, of course, yes. Definitely, I'll keep the product in mind.
Yeah.
But thank you very much to Luxe Surfaces and the team
Thanks.
for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to share my way of thinking. Maybe I may not be 100% right, but what I am doing, I feel that I am right and I can do better than this. This is what I feel and I am improving every day. But one thing, you have to keep learning every day. At any age. You can't stop learning.